breathing.
Hi!
Guess whose alarm didn't go off? I bet you'll never be able to guess whose alarm didn't go off.
I love how you were sounding more awake approximately 30 seconds ago, and you put on a sleepier voice.
It's called the bit, Cassy. Ever fucking tried it?
Aurora's calling into work sick right now.
Yeah, I'm chomping at the bit for that fat fucking cat you promised, Spooks.
Oh, that's right.
There's a cat promise this episode, everyone. That's your foreshadowing.
If you look at my stream name, the stream is titled.
Show me that damn cat.
Spooks, you better show me that damn cat.
Damn, you had the opportunity to title it "Show Me That Pussy."
I don't think Twitch would like that.
Take this down.
What do you mean, Twitch? I'm sure Twitch would understand.
That would be
show me that
inappropriate
pussy,
in a familial
parentheses,
sense,
cat.
and in a brand SEO sense.
No, I'm sure. Then we could make branded T-shirts that say "Show me that pussy," and and then you got little kitty cat whiskers on it.
Don't worry, it's my
our
deceased
chat
sister.
wants me. Okay, that doesn't make it much better. I already know that our chat wants me to have like a "Pop That Pussy" merch item from that
It's
one.
me. I'm the chat. I'm the chat.
Wait. Can the merch item then have like a little? You know how like sometimes balloons have shapes. It's just like a really fat cat that is made of a balloon, and there's a needle next to it. Pop that pussy.
Spooks, what are we doing today?
Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Monster of the Week, hosted by yours truly, Spooks, here with the CryptStars, who apparently love popping that pussy.
Guilty
I love women.
Yeah,
we all love women here.
Yeah, I think literally all of the CryptStars love women, so that's cringe of them, but you know.
That pussy?
I've heard Aurora's.
What does that actually mean?
We're not going into that.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I love
Someone's not very good at his job
women.
with women.
Do you want us to do our introductions? Is this an introduction thing?
We already did that. Did we do that, or did I?
I introduced just the CryptStars. Go watch episode 1. If you're lost. You guys can do a quick, like, if this was like a TV show opening where it's like da da da, and then like pans over and it's like Authur as Trevor, you know. So if you want to like do a little cool thing like
as
that.
Trevi boy.
It'll pan over to me and say Jebediah rat, and I'll be like reloading a gun, smiling at the camera, and my blood type will be listed for some reason.
It doesn't list your character, it just says Jebediah rat blood type.
I was gonna do like a Real Housewives thing where it's like, I'm Cassy. I hate cooking, but I love stirring the pot.
I like the idea that all of you guys, like, we have this intro, and all of you guys like a different genre of, like, TV show intro. Action show, Real Housewives, fucking, like, cartoon.
I was just imagining all of us have the, like, goofy, like, oh, this is me, and this is my thing, and then we cut to Jebby, and it's, like, fully Suicide Squad, the first movie, animated, like, bright neon colors, like, quick cuts, camera motions.
It's the
loud
extended
gunshots.
Can we get the button, Jebby? The intro button?
That was easy.
There we go. See, he's got it. And then Aurora, would you like to give whatever type of introduction? Pick like a genre and just do an introduction.
It has to be silly. Like I said, like, I'm Cassy. I hate cooking, but I love stirring the pot.
I'm very proud of that one.
Yeah, I am.
I'm Aurora Starshine, and I really want breakfast.
Oh yeah, now it.
Woo!
Let's go.
All right, so 3 of you guys have roles that you start the session with. So would you please all like to do those, and then maybe continue to talk sillily for a little bit, so I can determine what the fuck we're gonna do with those roles.
I'll just keep eating my cereal.
How do I do mine?
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm not a
doing
player.
ZZZ dailies at the moment, so.
I can't do this anymore. Find someone else.
I'm just like, guys, I'm sorry to tell you that the Queen's decree is done. We have chased spooks away. They refuse to talk to us now, including Cassy, who is her sister.
Who lives with
her? We've burned bridges far beyond repair, and I apologize.
Okay, mixed successes all the way down. Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah. The easiest one for you to figure out.
Yeah, very easy. Okay. So you guys just be silly for a second. I gotta think. All right, so let's begin. We are all okay. So we're starting off early in the morning. So it's the sun's just coming up. Sophie, because she has her little dream, so we'll get to that in a second. She's gonna be still asleep because I feel like reasonably the princess would sleep later than the servants. Am I cool for thinking that, Sophie, the character, the player?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will, I guess, start with Sophie and her little prophetic dream, and then we'll jump around to check in on everyone. So Sophie, you're having a lovely little rest in your lovely little bedroom, which is technically on, I think, the second floor, the first floor.
There's no bedrooms on the first floor.
Yeah, I know. No, the ground floor, not the ground floor, the first floor.
No, we're doing it British style.
Yeah, it's British style,
No,
Cassie.
I fucking forgot.
I think you're the second,
We're
and then I
doing
think
this
the
all
prince is the
Britain
first.
style.
Okay, so Sophie, you, in your dreams, you see a hand sort of reaching towards you, but it's not just like a human hand. It's like, it's a knight's hand, like fully armored, and it's kind of reaching up. Everything's a little tinted. It's got like it's dark, it's a little like muddled brown, and you can feel it, like, it feels like you're above it, kind of floating a little, and it is reaching up, trying to grab. And right before it kind of connects with where you would be, you wake up. And there's your dream of the day. Okay, and then we're actually gonna jump around a little because mixed success, they don't have to have anything bad happen, Sophie. And we'll go check in with Adelaide, Adelaide, you are currently in the kind of servery area, and you guess what you are doing? You are giving the little kitty cat, Theodore, I had a full name right now for him, but I fucking lost it. Doesn't matter. You're giving him his little scraps.
Get the fat fucking cat! Let's go!
Okay, so that is going on. You hear a loud rattling from all like the dishes and silverware, right? They're all just like rattling around. And the cat suddenly looks past you, and he does a loud hiss. He's hissing at something mysterious.
It's you. You're the mysterious.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna turn to look at what he's hissing at.
Okay, there's nothing that you can really see there that he's hissing at. It's just empty room. There's people, by the way, in like the kitchen walking through the servery and stuff, because it's breakfast time.
Must just be a stupid cat.
Yeah, so what do you...
Don't you dare insult Theo!
You're gonna go the rattling is still kind of happening, though. You can kind of hear that.
Okay, yeah, I'll go check on the rattling.
Okay, so you're gonna like open a cabinet?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, as you're walking towards that, all of a sudden, every fucking cabinet in that room blows open. Not like explodes, I mean just like all the doors slam open. You ever seen the movie Paranormal Activity? I know you have. Don't answer that. The rest of you can answer.
Can I have a quick
I know you
synopsis
have.
for
Don't
the
answer
people
that.
who
It's so funny.
No, absolutely you cannot. Either way, yeah, it's like that. All the fucking cabinets just fling the fuck open.
Hey, spooks. I have a correction. That was Paranormal Activity 2.
I will kill you.
Have you ever played Phasmophobia?
Yeah, have you guys ever played Phasmophobia?
No.
Awesome.
Like that.
I'm in my throwing shade at Phasmo arc, I'm sorry.
and as that happens,
I'll
the
throw
cat
shit
fucking
at Phasmo any day.
books
you
it
let
out
me.
of there into the Great Hall.
No, my
And
kitty!
he's gone.
Adelaide just kind of sighs and like goes back to work.
You're
She starts closing all the cabinets.
Yeah, there we go. One of the other maids that you may possibly know, she kind of walks in and is like, what happened in here?
Most likely a gust of wind.
So as the morning's starting, I want you all to all kind of just establish what you'd be doing. Because all those rolls actually just kind of made it, so not a lot had to happen. We'll get back to your thing, Cass, don't worry.
Apparently I'm preparing breakfast.
Yeah, have fun. I mean, you're giving the cat food, and cat's
You're busy
satiated.
for a bit.
Cat
We'll
is
go on this
duties.
adventure without you, actually. You're
You've
real
got
busy
job
today.
to do.
Yeah, sorry.
I
We have to
wanna
do
hear
that, you.
Cass. I'm gonna elbow my way in to Arthur going wherever he needs to go to get some goddamn tea in his veins.
His veins.
His veins.
Might need the doctor for that.
Do you perhaps want to stop by the kitchen where Adelaide is right now, to cook
That's convenient.
for some tea? It's convenient, isn't it?
That's convenient.
Awfully
Convenient,
convenient, isn't it? Boys, get 'em.
Welcome.
Book 'em.
You guys are in charge of your own tokens, because I apparently can't, like,
Ladies and
fucking pull
gentlemen,
them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
we
Yes.
got him.
So as I muscle my way into the kitchen, am I seeing the room in a state of post-cabinet explosion?
You know what? We'll go with yes, for my life ease. For my ease of play.
You're seeing Adelaide, like, as she sighs and starts walking to go close them.
Just walks in, opens them again.
So, everyone.
Open,
Oh my!
open.
What happened here? You lost something?
She gives him, like, a disappointed look, like she doesn't want to deal with this at this time. She's like, gust of wind.
I'm not entirely convinced. Why do you think that is?
I don't
You had an
know.
explosion in the background. Oh, and again.
So glad we're so good at staying on topic, guys.
So that
Yeah, I don't know if there's a window in this room. She keeps saying wind, and like,
I
know
don't
if
there
there's
is.
a window.
There's not.
No, there is in the server. It's right
There
at the
is
bottom
a
there.
singular window.
Okay.
It's like through a hallway, though. Do y'all see that? Or is it just like a long
I think
window?
that's just because the castle walls are so
Walls
thick.
are thick. Yeah.
That's a long fucking... Do you think it, like,
So the
caves in,
pain
or
of-
do you think the window's, like, on the inner side? Or
I
is
think
it
it's
both
on the
sides?
outside, and then it's like a shoot inwards. I think is how it's usually done.
Yeah.
the most
That's-
important question
yeah.
is that window open?
Almost
no,
certainly
probably
not
not.
capable of it.
No, it is absolutely sealed shut.
Actually, maybe it's not a window. Maybe it's just a hole. I don't know if they used glass windows back then.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm
obviously
saying.
Yeah.
Like,
in the current
Yeah,
time of this,
you
but I mean,
answer
like when the
question
castle
quick.
was built.
Oh, that is a good point. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
funny.
that's a good point. That doesn't matter.
When were windows invented?
is the window open or closed, Spooks?
Close.
This is
Fuck
like
it.
huge
There is a pane of glass. They've added them if they weren't originally there.
Holy shit, so fancy. It's like there's something here. Like, I can feel something here, but it doesn't look like there is. Holy shit.
They've lost their fucking
Magic.
minds that day.
The
Keep in
people
mind that
probably did.
we just invented toilet paper in this
Yeah, it was like
This
10 years
world.
ago. You guys finally got some in the house.
We don't have the ancient Roman stick sponge anymore.
Alas, no.
Some of
communal
those
sponge.
vintage fellows still use it.
What do you mean, alas?
Seems alright.
Ew.
Gets the job done.
Ew.
A communal sponge.
Got my
So,
dog acting up. He went wow, 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 wow.
Now, me and Adelaide are hanging out. Should we just go to another scene? Because I feel like
Yeah,
we
that's
lost
close
this
conversation.
scene.
It's a gust of wind. Okay,
Cool.
Trevor or Sophie, thumb wrestle. Who gets to do the next scene? Or just, like, volunteer.
After you have it.
Rat, put
And
your
more,
fucking
I'm-
token on the map.
I'll see you.
I'm over here with the horses, man.
What are you doing?
Grooming them, feeding them.
Okay.
Fucking William Ian Parker demands a great deal of food.
He does. He's a hungry boy.
It's a
No, I'll be in the
hungry
granary
boy.
collecting grain actually for.
I need to
this
look up when
large
something was
meal.
made. Again.
When was something made?
I feel like the answer is probably way before this, but I just need to...
What is the?
Oh,
item,
actually,
or is it a
no.
secret?
Huh. Hmm.
Hungry horse.
Okay, that's not the other answer I was looking up.
When
I'm like,
were grains invented?
no! Dude, I was trying to look up when the fuck horse armor was made, and it's like 2006 for Elder Scrolls. I'm like, okay.
I was literally waiting for a space to make that joke.
Fucking 2006 Elder Scrolls DLC.
2006. Every Lego horse armor you've seen in film is an incredible anachronism.
I hope that we can give this horse a lick it and I can bite into it. Not Sophie, I, the player.
Oh, is that
The
the
player.
salt licks?
No,
that-
it's like this. It's like this very modern kind of circular thing that's.
Oh, cherry flavor, carrot flavor, apple flavor, mint flavor. I don't think horses would like mint.
Maybe it's tasty.
You'd be surprised.
Either way,
This
Trevor,
one's just
is
lick it sport.
you're
do,
over
in
here
fact,
in the
like mint, actually.
you're over there in the granary, Suddenly you do hear William Ian Parker the first. He's neighing and he's stomping his little hooves kind of defendingly, like, whoa! He's freaking out a little.
Holy shit, this is banana flavored? Anyways, I'll go approach the horse. Like, hey, what's up? I cannot remember the voice I had for me at all, so it's gonna be different every time. I warned you guys this before.
I hope, like, by our 7th session, it's just, like, this overly feminine voice. Just, like, falsetto.
Oh, what's up?
Hey, William.
The voice for William would be
I'm a
consistent
valley girl
with that,
now,
but-
actually.
I'm a valley girl now.
Whoa, William, what's up? What's going on? Hold on.
So I'm
What's
gonna,
up?
I'm gonna,
What's up?
for the sake of convenience, since I choose everything, say there's probably horse armor in existence, and it's there.
Cool.
So either way, that's just kind of floating right now. Kind of just, imagine it's like in a different stable. Where's my pen? Where's my
Different stall.
horse armor?
Different stall. Horse armor here.
And it's just floating a little.
Oh, what the fuck?
Are you standing in front of it?
Draw on this?
Yeah, I'm sitting right here.
Okay, suddenly it's just gonna chuck forward like a log being thrown, just like right towards you. How would you like to react to that?
I'm absolutely jumping to the side that way.
Fuck through that.
Get it off.
Alright,
get
could
it
you
off the
please roll
screen.
cool?
Cool. Let's see here. Wait, let me no, that's for act under pressure. Damn.
I'm loving this horse drawing. Thank you, whoever's doing it.
You're welcome.
Mmm.
Flawless.
Flawless.
Flawless execution.
So, no, you just do not react in time, and you just
No.
kind of get bonked against that wall there with a nice Lago horse armor.
Do I go into the window area a little bit?
yeah, right there, perfect. Gotta crash into the window a little. Could you... You guys have like 7 health, right? I need to like space this properly. I can't let your first scene have
Small
you like...
harm.
If it helps, I don't think I took any harm last session. So.
Hold on, let me like flip a fucking coin. What do I want to do here?
You do a handicap.
Take 7 harm.
Take 2 harm. Coin didn't
Oh,
flip
fuck.
good.
Ow.
Oh.
And now it is just laying there. It doesn't seem to be floating or animated or anything. It's just kind of laying on you as armor would.
I will kick it.
Okay, you kick it off and just kind of it goes to the side a little, rolls a little, and it's gone. Or it's
Fucking
instead.
spiritual sons of bitches. Where the fuck's my rock salt?
Where the fuck is the erase?
Fuck is my rock salt?
Just gonna-
Drawing the hearts with me.
That's me.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't see an eraser, so I'm just gonna have to clear. I think everything. Sorry, hearts.
Wait.
Why is there no? Is this an eraser? Nope.
You'd think there would be one.
You would think that.
Oh, I get to mark experience.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no eraser.
Damn. Okay, everything goes.
I'm a horse
Damn.
drawing.
I
Sorry,
get to
man.
choose it. Wait, so is it when you have all 5 boxes filled, or once you fill a 6th? Once you have filled all 5 boxes, uncheck them. Okay.
Okay, I was like,
Oh my
great
God.
question. I'm actually not
Guy.
good at DMing this yet, so you gotta be patient with me.
Actually not. Good.
I'm actually not good or knowledgeable, so...
It's once you have filled all 5 boxes, uncheck them and choose an improvement option.
I actually just realized I never even opened the playbook, so I'm opening that on the side right now, just so I have that.
Yeah,
Oh wait, I forgot I have an armor on, so I only take 1 harm.
Oh, sweet, so there we go. See, it's a good thing I did 2 then, so you have a little bit of an impact there.
Good thing I did 2, so you'd feel it.
So
No,
you
all of my
feel
damage
it in
is
the
a +1
morning.
To it for armor. You know what? Battlefield awareness. You always know what's happening. Take +1 armor, max of 2, on top of what you get from your gear. Hell yeah, 2 armor.
Yeah, tanky boy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, 2 armor.
And, okay, let's go check in with, Sophie on the 2nd floor real quick. Yeah, 2nd, I do I mean 2nd? Yeah, sure, yeah, because that's private study. That's what we, let me move the ribbon here.
Oh, wait, I'm still drawing.
I'm gonna try
No.
and tailor all the moves I get around what made me level up.
That's, that's actually not a bad idea. So, Sophie, you're awake now. You're a little princess. What are you doing in the morning?
I'm gonna go find my betrothed to go bother him.
Okay, he should be right. Like, there's that little stair here. And then he's like the bedroom under you, I believe. Yeah, that's what I established. So, okay, let's go bother him. Fuck it.
again.
I'm gonna go bother
in
him.
the bedroom.
Oh, hey, everyone's still in the nurse's parlor. Hold on. Ignore that.
The
I'm
perfect
gonna go
right
to
where we need
the
to be.
playroom.
The playroom.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
That's for like
Don't put
little
hearts!
kids.
Not in this
I
castle.
thought you were gonna say that's for the queen's private endeavors.
Yes.
That kid looks like a fucking nerd.
Yeah, no.
Fucking nerd.
I fucking drew him, and I was like, he needs a yee-ass haircut. That was like my
It's
thought in my
Trevor and
brain.
Adelaide running through the hallway, going fucking nerd, and running along.
to the prince.
You'll never know it was me.
Come in, who is it?
She like pokes her little head through.
Oh, Sophie.
Humiliating tone.
Oh, Sophie.
Oh, Sophie. He smiles low. He likes Sophie. And then there's an asterisk there of
What's his asterisk?
asterisks of like Sophie in particular. What's the matter?
Good morning.
Morning. He's just kind of sitting on a bit.
Should I drop my ring?
She like did that too. Oh, I dropped my proposal ring. Oh no.
No.
Oh, my proposal ring.
Who's putting a hat on him?
You're a wizard, Percival.
Oh, wizard possible.
Like, she kind of like
The pen was
kind of runs in.
Dunce.
You know,
It's a
closes
dunce.
the door.
Oh!
This prince just can't catch a break.
He's just a little fella. No.
God damn it.
Fucking dunce.
So what's the matter, Sophie?
I'm not sure if I had a nightmare or just a very strange dream.
Oh. Kind of leans in.
Well, I dreamed that some kind of guard was reaching towards me, and it was murky and dirty and brown.
Sounds frightening.
And I woke up before it could touch me. So that might be a good sign.
A good sign? I hardly think so.
Well, I woke up before it touched me, not after it touched me. So that's a better sign than a bad one.
I suppose that's right. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
It
you
is
sleep?
nice hearing about your dreams. I'm glad you tell me them. Hold on.
Even when they are very strange little dreams.
Indeed. Where are all the bedrooms I established real quick? Hold on. You just keep chatting.
Is that McDonald's?
What?
McDonald's.
There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon.
It's one of those spiral lollipops.
McDonald's where the castles are.
Who drew a mustache on him?
Get
What the
mustache,
fuck?
idiot.
I zoom in and it's just there's a lollipop, there's a dunce hat, there's a mustache.
There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon.
Okay, fuck it. Stuff things. Hold on. Yeah, sure. She stays here. Either way, as you guys are chatting, and even from where you lovely people are, besides, I logically not Trevor, but man, I would love to group you guys up. So, I guess not Trevor though. You do hear a very young scream come from the princess's room, the little princess. Just a nice. I don't know if I can throw Discord. So yeah, there's
I
a
kinda heard it.
there's a scream of terror from there.
Well, naturally, we'll head over to investigate.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're just gonna, like,
I would love if
run
you guys
off
looked
to
me in
go
the eyes
see
and
what the
said,
problem
"We
is.
ignore it."
We ignore it.
Not my job. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
How far can you hear it?
What the fuck are you guys doing to the prince?
I just look over at Cassie's stream and I see them doing doing it, and I'm like,
I
hell
can't
yeah.
wait for that prince to move 1 square down.
Well, I was gonna have I gotta grab him actually, because I was gonna have him follow.
Yeah, what's the little princess's name?
Her name is Elsie, which is short for
No, the outline of his shirt.
Elsa.
opens my notes. Hold on.
Elizabeth?
No, it's not.
Damn, it couldn't be Queen Liz.
Elsie buff?
Oh, to erase stuff, you can just
Elspeth.
like drag and like highlight it, and then hit the delete
Elspeth.
button.
Elspeth.
Wait, what? You do what? Huh?
If you want to delete specific drawings instead of just clearing everything, you use the select tool, select the ones you want to delete, and then just hit the delete button on your keyboard.
Oh, interesting.
They
I'm
could just put in an eraser tool, but okay.
I'm trying to fucking grab him in the fucking shirts in the goddamn way. Scylla, he's coming along.
Let's
Also,
see. Are you alright?
There was something.
Knock, 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 knock.
Yeah,
knock,
you
knock,
can
knock,
just open the. First is gonna come up from behind you. Just open the door. He doesn't need to knock. She
She follows in along.
Yeah, you other guys can jump in whenever. But the princess is currently kind of sitting hunched out, like in the corner of her room, kind of hugging her knees. She looks very upset. There's something spooky in here. There's like a ghost, and he walked in and he tried like swinging at me and.
Ghost?
I saw it.
She just kind of looks at Percival like, huh.
Percival actually just sighs. Elsie, it was nothing. Just you're fine. Go get on with your day. You're always freaking out like this. Oh, this time I really saw it. There was someone in here, and then they ran out, and I don't know where they went.
Adelaide like runs up. She's a little out of breath because she just like ran up like 2 flights of stairs.
We're only on the first. So just
Okay, she ran through the castle and then up a flight of stairs.
yeah, still reasonably out of
Yes.
breath.
Oh.
And she's just like, "Is everything right, young lady?"
There was a ghost. I saw it.
Which way did it go? We'll chase it down.
I ran back out, I think towards the stairs. I don't know. I went down my room.
Mm-hmm. And she's just
Didn't see
gonna
anything on the
grab
stairs.
Percival's hand and kind of run to the stairs.
Oh,
Arthur will have just reached the top of the stairs now, being less in shape than Adelaide.
She just like pushes Arthur and starts running.
I'm gonna be at the bottom of the stairs, and I'm late because I did go to the kitchen to pick up some salt.
He's in shape. He just wanted salt.
I needed salt because I had a feeling what this was about.
You're like, you heard that scream, and you're like, from my experience, that's a ghost scream.
Also, I
a
did get
Scream,
a ghost
motherfucker.
did throw horse armor at me, so I think I assumed it was related.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I honestly already forgot about that. I was like, damn, how do you know about the
Just attacked
ghost?
me About 15 minutes ago.
I just be throwing horse armor with any regard. So are we going to the ground floor now? Run down the
Yeah,
stairs?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna go look for
Well, I'll
ghosts.
follow.
Percy is
what's
coming
up,
with you guys, I
guys?
guess. Sophie's fucking dragging him along.
What are you?
he's helping. He's not in this adventure shape.
Okay.
Yes,
Could we,
yes.
maybe hey Sophie, maybe we like quiet down the word ghost a little bit.
Why? They're not real.
That's what I was going to say. Why are you all rushing so much? She just
I mean,
freaks
the
out like that
princess did
sometimes. Gets
just
nightmares or
scream.
something.
To be fair, the princess did scream. Usually not a good thing.
She's
Mhm.
dramatic like that.
Okay.
Not that
We should
dramatic.
make sure the place is safe, but people can get superstitious around here, so let's not panic anyone too much.
What a fancy horse.
The horse is not here, Sophie.
You'll never.
No,
That's Chad.
Tyler.
You'll never believe why they said that.
The horse is not here, Sophie. The fact that it was like in character does Sophie.
I'm gonna go through the library. Now, this is an area that I'm pretty, in tune with. Does the library seem disturbed?
No, not at the moment.
Except for the fire.
Except for the blaze. Could you actually roll investigate?
Oh,
I would also like to investigate.
Absolutely. Can you guys, yeah.
I think I've been in this room maybe 3 times in my entire career here. Notably, I've been here for over 15 years. I don't know what the fuck
I
this room's supposed to
investigating it?
look like.
Roll sharp.
You roll sharp. Adelaide
Okay.
just speaks to Percy. She's like, "Good morning, young master. Is there anything I can get you?"
I got a 4.
No, I'm fine. Kind of puffs her off.
I just realized you have to
Dark
go through the
experience.
library to get to the card room.
Okay, so Sophie, you do not notice anything amiss. It's the library.
This library is very library.
Her library.
Yes.
And Authur, you do notice something. There's a sort of shape of a man, sort of like a glistening shape. It's hard to see. It's just like, y'all ever played the game Dead by Daylight?
No,
Or played
sure.
against the-
What is
you ever
this
played
game?
against the
Please
Wraith?
explain.
So it's just like a kind of shimmer in the air in the shape of a man, vaguely kind of passing through here. Where's my pen? Oh, it's on white. Kind of passing
I'm
through
gonna
here.
make the executive decision to say I was carrying my cup of tea with me, and I'm just gonna go reflexively splash the shape with my tea.
Okay, can you roll? Should be tough or cool? So improvised weapon.
Well, I guess it depends. What kind of role are we going for here?
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Is this an act under pressure, or is this a kick some ass?
I feel like I want to call this kick some ass. I mean, you're attacking him. You throwing your hot tea. Kick some ass, please.
Man, what a netted.
God damn it! I tried to wangle it into being able to use my sharp.
Sorry, man. It's funnier if you're kicking ass with a cup of tea.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't expect tea to do much to a ghost.
What'd you put in the tea specifically? No, I'm just kidding. So it does
Salt.
splat. I like to drink 100%
Salty
tea.
is the sea.
Yeah, so no, it does kind of splash, and not only does it only seemingly kind of hit the back side as it like walks away, it doesn't do anything, but the presence actually does stop, and kind of, you can't really see which way it's facing, it's just the outline, but in your soul you feel it looking at you.
I'm
What
gonna
did you throw tea at the air for?
I'm gonna point at it and say, I swear I can see something shimmering that direction.
Okay, let me look in that direction.
I have a question. Wait, is Percy still standing there watching this?
Yes, I'm gonna say he's kind of like right in the door though, so he might have, there's a lot of shelves. He maybe can't see it. Actually, no, yeah, he is. He's just right there. I had to think about what I need. Yeah, he's right there. He's watching this shit.
Okay. Adelaide's gonna squeeze past him and sidle up
Pardon me?
to Authur and be like, "Can we cool it in front of the prince?"
Perhaps you should be telling this apparition to cool it and not me.
I'm gonna slowly walk after the
Sure.
apparition. Very calmly and collectedly.
Okay, as you guys are talking, the apparition kind of looks at you guys and looks past you and kind of tilts its head, looking that way. Anyone want to intervene before I say the next action? Speak now or hold your peace. And then
I'm
it's
walking towards it.
yeah, you're still walking, and then it's gonna start charging this way, fucking
God.
sprinting.
Oh, so there was this part of me just wanted to be like, before it ran, to be like, yeah, I fire it out with my magnum.
Fire at the ghost with the magnum.
So what would you guys like to react to this ghost charging that direction?
I'm gonna like
I-
kind of run and kind of pull Percy out of the way, like into the closet, kind of out of the
Okay,
way.
which one is it to protect someone?
I think that's
I
10.
should say, but also,
Is it-
ooh, 7 minutes in heaven.
We all turn and go, ooh.
Oh, actually, it
All
doesn't
the
say.
ears
Which one
get
is it?
wrecked by the ghost.
Just 7 minutes. We lock them in the closet and run after the ghost.
Make sure to check to see if Sophie has any moves to help protect someone.
Oh yes, let me go look at Sophie's.
I have.
I know a lot of us have
distance
that.
facing, I'm here for a reason. And invincible.
There's the help someone action.
Yeah, what do you roll for that?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Help someone is cool, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds right.
Let me
sounds
check.
right.
Hold on. Give me literally like
Well, let's
2
look
seconds.
at the options. Charm, no.
It's cool.
Weird, no. Okay.
Okay,
Cool. Okay.
I was like pulling up the sheet as we spoke, and I was like, hold on.
so roll some
hold on.
cool.
I got an
Also,
11.
hi, Lemon.
Holy shit! So, in honestly, a beautiful, maybe even romantic gesture, you kind of swoop him to the side with your arm and into that, the closet there.
No, I'm
And you
fired.
do see this phantom fucking rush past and, like,
Oh,
stop
the
right
printer's
here.
fucking. You can't let the prince see that.
So, hold on, let me move the little princey. Oh, hold on, wait, I can just use a token. Why am I using pen?
Right? You
I
can
don't
use
know.
a token, dude.
Here we go. I mean, showing, like, the direction that it's running is kind of helpful with the tokens.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a hiccup, I'm sorry.
That's you.
That was so loud.
Don't worry, I'm a one and done kind of hiccuper.
Aw. Useful skill. What was that about? Percy kind of, yeah, Sophie.
Well, there was a thing, and it was wet, and I didn't want you to get wet.
A
I'm
thing?
gonna.
Sophie is very much
so.
not listening to her director from the Queen to not tell anyone about the shit.
Nope.
Nope.
Including the prince, who was specifically emphasized as do not
Totally
inform.
different.
I'm gonna, while that's happening, I'm gonna go over to Adelaide and say, "Hey, there's some sticky shit in the kitchen, right? I have a plan that I want to enact, but I will need to go find some sticky shit. Where would sticky shit be?"
Adelaide, like, she has to rub her temples, and she's like, there's honey. We have honey.
Okay, I'm gonna go get that.
So you have
kitchen.
Oh, wait, she angrily turns to
A
Arthur.
jar of honey?
Adelaide angrily turns to Arthur, like, firing her eyes, and she's like, one request from the Queen. Actually, you have 2, but protect Sophie and don't let anyone know.
Wait, Trevor, which way are you walking out of the room to get to the kitchen?
Dragon, what's a prince around where he can see things?
My apologies. Next time, I will simply do nothing and allow this spirit to do as it may.
Just be more discreet. And then she, like, lightly hits him on the shoulder.
I'm gonna go through the courtyard and then through the butler's pantry.
So you're going through, like, this door?
No, oh yeah, I forgot that was a door there. Yeah, I'll go through that
Adding
door.
a harm.
Okay. I just want to be sure.
I promise you, Adelaide slapping you is not enough to do harm.
Okay, so you're running off to go do that. Percy's in the closet with Sophie's kind of clutching onto her. Maybe that's the support. And you two are still right there. You can see down the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're having a little
Yeah.
chin wag.
As
Is
you
it
guys are having your
moving
little
on?
argument, there is like
love
one of
this
those
squirrel.
nice, you know those little decoration things where it's like a shield and like the 2 swords on it sort of thing? There's one of those at the end of the
Yeah.
hallway. And the 2 swords just kind of float out of that hold and kind of go down to like the ghost's side. As it
Good
turns
luck.
back around to look down the hall towards you guys.
It's gonna charge at us, isn't it?
Developed nicely.
It's gonna charge at us, isn't it?
I'm gonna take my holy knife, and I'm gonna pass it to Cassy, to Adelaide.
I'm gonna take out my
Yeah,
knife
Cass-
and give it
And
to
give it
somebody
someone
who knows what
else.
they're doing.
Fuck it, sure.
I love
Adelaide
this
takes
show.
the knife, and she's gonna go try to charge the apparition first.
Okay.
I'm
So
counting this as often right, by the way.
to be tricky in multiple places. So Percy right now is talking to Sophie. Just, you don't seriously believe there's any sort of spirit here, right? That's insane. And then so you're charging at the
About it.
ghost here. Oh, it's often right.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got a plus
He
1?
wants experience for giving me the knife.
Oh, forget
You could technically say they didn't come to me for advice. I'm just trying to wangle.
Yeah, I'm like,
No,
I don't
go
know if
ahead.
This is advice. You handed them a knife. I don't know if that falls under the.
can you
umbrella of
please
advice.
say-
He's going to charge at us, isn't it? And then he handed me a knife, which I feel like is advising me that yes, it is.
Shared a
Yeah,
knowing
I-
The
nod.
advice is yes.
Advice is yes. Can you
Is
can
that
you give her some
advice?
verbal advice for me to approve
Here's
this?
a knife.
I think we need to establish there's a difference between answering a question and advice.
Yeah, Rat, please
Yes,
give some verbal
here's a
advice so I can
knife.
justify this.
I feel like this blade might do more than the mundane weaponry you may have.
Ouch.
Damn.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Okay, so you're moving this way, right?
Yeah.
And as you do that, one of the swords kind of floats up and just like flings outwards towards you. A good ol'
Oh, get fucked.
good ol' vroom. How do you react?
She's gonna like roll, like a fucking Dark Souls roll.
Okay, please roll cool.
Yeah, roll cool.
I really hope you either get an amazing roll or like the worst.
I hope you know cool is my worst stat.
I hope that if this is a failure, the two in the closet just see a sword go through the door with a little bit of blood on the end of it.
Oh god. Well, luckily the closet's to the side.
Terrifying.
I failed.
Just
God.
get pinned to the door with the prince and princess behind it.
Sword fucking turns to pin me to the door. It's like, what the fuck?
So yeah, it's going to. Swords feel so lethal. I'm like, where? Obviously, I don't want it to kill you. But where does the
There's
sword hit? Where
There's
it's
the
not?
shoulder. Shoulder's pretty safe.
Shoulder. I feel like legs-ish. Like
I
if
guess-
it grazes the leg.
Well, there's parts of the leg that are incredibly fatal, but also
Imagine like raise the thigh.
What did we learn? Not give knives to Cassy. We should have learned this back in the first D&D campaign.
It
the
could
danger
perfectly
with the
thread-
shoulder is, I guess, you won't be able to use that arm for a bit potentially, probably.
It could thread the needle from the magnum bullet hole you had in your arm.
Okay. So it is going to hit.
My weapons are pointy.
It's gonna hit Adelaide in the shoulder. And just kind of knock her back too with that. Some knockback. You fly back that way.
I was gonna say, hold on.
Lost your
She
fortune
tumbles
victory.
backwards.
Yeah, she tumbles backwards.
Okay.
There's a sword kind of in her
Holding
shoulder
her
now,
shoulder.
and she takes 2 harm.
Damn. Hold on. Let me see if I have armor.
Yeah, please do. 2. Through the
Yeah,
ground.
I do have 1 armor.
Okay, so take 1 then. But
I just did that.
I just look over and see it there. And there's I imagine quite the commotion going on in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Percy's gonna kind of try to push around Sophie a little to like. Is the door closed? Have we closed the door to the closet, Sophie, or is it open?
Sophie definitely closed the door behind him.
Okay, Percy is going to open it a little bit and be like, "The hell's going on out there?"
I'm gonna okay.
She's like
I'm gonna-
reaching out
Dick
around
slapping
to
his
hand.
shut the damn door.
What were you saying, Rat?
I'm gonna spend my 1 with the plan to be in front of the door, wedging a broom through the handle so it can't open.
fucking lock the prince into the closet.
Yes, Sophie. Oh my god! Wait, what the fuck is? Hold on. Okay.
Draw. Can we draw the little broomstick
door
that's gonna be
is
wedged
stuck.
there?
Oh no, the door is stuck. Whatever will we do? Alone in the closet
No.
Just the 2 of us.
with no one around to help.
He is like,
Broomstick.
yeah, stuck now. Okay, so you're there, and this is going to approach you, though.
While as I'm approaching, doing my epic maneuver,
Sorry.
I'm gonna draw my silver sword. Now this. I don't know if silver's gonna work on this entity, but you know, never try and never fail. So I'm gonna throw myself at it, swinging my sword.
Okay, swords do 2 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think. Okay, I saw that off Adelaide. I'm gonna assume your silver sword is the same as her normal sword.
This is
Yeah,
where my
my-
all-purpose pocket powder would come in so handy, right?
Right, our person with the pocket powder left. The salt delete.
All-purpose
Okay,
pocket
makes
powder.
sense. So that means you trade. So it is going to. So you hit it 2 damage. Awesome, cool. It doesn't. Okay, so it does hit it, and what it does is it like slices through it, but it's still intact. There's just like a cut through it and kind of like a glow where the chop is in like the two pieces. And in retaliation, while you do that, it's gonna grab your arm back. And it hasn't harmed yet, but it's holding your arm now after you swung through it with one of its arms. God damn it.
Ugh. A little help.
Well, I'm not here to help, so no.
Adelaide,
Whenever you're back in the kitchen, it's fine.
No,
Adelaide
it's
takes
pretty
the
far
sword
away.
out of her shoulder, because I guess it was in there.
I guess it was in there.
Slurp.
Should I explain what I'm doing in the kitchen when I get to the kitchen, or just come back with it accomplished?
I mean, if you want to, if there's something cool you have to say, be my guest, please.
It's not particularly cool. I'm just dipping shit in honey and then rolling it around in salt so that I have salt gloves and a salt knife.
Okay, actually, thank you for explaining that. That shit is cool. What are you talking about? So anyway, yes, you're doing that currently. Sophie, what are you up to? Or not Sophie, sorry, Adelaide.
So she takes the sword out, and then she's like, "On the duck!" And she throws it.
Oh my god. Roll tough.
I try and wiggle away while I'm being held.
God, the possible ramifications of this action are so huge.
Please roll. God!
Not to work experience or past 2 failed rolls.
Okay, so...
Oh wait, I've leveled up.
Awesome. So you miss I can call it a ghost, right? We all know what it is. You miss the ghost entirely. The sword, you don't have enough oomph in your arm, and it just kind of goes down too fast. Right into Arthur's foot. Like, sword stabbed into his foot. 2 damage. Apply your armor as necessary.
No armor, got it.
No, I mean, like, whatever you... Sophie, first of all, how you guys doing in the closet?
It's a lot of noise out there. I wonder if we have intruders.
Intruders? Sophie,
Well, what other explanation could there be, Percival? Not
do you
ghosts,
know
surely.
more than you're saying?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, could you roll charm, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured out why Trevor's taking so long. Anytime he goes into area where the other people could be, basically the courtyard, he has to walk calmly.
He like hauls ass and then walks slowly.
Which
Got
is
a 9.
oh my god.
That's pretty
Oh,
funny.
that was a mixed success. 9 sounds high.
First of all, just kind of
9
sighs.
does
He doesn't
sound high
really
this game.
seem like he believes you, but he's not gonna argue with you. Just, oh,
Well, what
if
do
there's
you
raiders,
think
I'm
is
sure
going
they're
on?
handling it fine. They're competent enough.
Enough.
Who is competent enough, Percy? The maid and the tutor?
You guys have joined them by now.
Surely.
Meanwhile, outside the door, where the hell is Trevor?
He wants an assault knife.
Okay, I'm back in the library now, and I probably hear the commotion. I'm just gonna charge over there.
Okay. As he's charging
Mr.
over here,
King
anyone else
is
like to
back.
make an action?
I'll give it. I'll give
I'm
it a
just gonna
slice while I'm
sidestep.
dangling. I'm kind of stuck where I am. So
Yeah, you are a little bit.
While Percy's not looking, can
I
I like
failed.
slide my magic knife under the
Okay.
door?
Yeah. Absolutely. Can you roll? I want you to roll something for the fact that like do it secretly. That would probably be cool.
Okay.
Right? Presumably, that feels like a
Under
cool thing.
pressure.
I got a 9.
Okay. Yeah. It's not that like hard of a task, and a 9's pretty good. So, actually, no, that's your last 9, isn't it?
No, that's a new 9.
Oh, I didn't scroll down. I was like, no, that's just the old 9. There it
That's
is.
just the
Okay.
old 9,
That's the old 9.
actually.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. It's kind of poking out there. Luckily your blade is pretty flat. I've been meaning to just draw what this blade looks like, and I haven't. So that's a shame. So yeah, slide it under. Percy's busy, just like being dazed, honestly, with what the fuck is happening. It's like 7 in the morning.
That poor boy.
It's like 7 in the morning.
It's like 7 in the goddamn morning.
That's why the guards aren't here yet. They haven't woken up yet.
Dude, their alarms that totally exist have
They're-
not gone off.
They're preparing to go out for a hunt right now that Percy would join them on. Because as far as I can tell,
That's
Royals
why
just
he's
hunt all
up
the
so
time.
early.
Mm-hmm.
Just sliding a knife under the door like, I hope they can use this.
Okay. So you're here now, Trevor. What's up?
So what's the situation I see?
Okay, so Adelaide has stepped to the side. I assume not yet a
yes.
word. She can say something in a second. Authur has his arm being held by this glowy, ghosty spirit, and a sword through his foot. And then you see a broom just like through the closet door handles. And there's a knife on the floor. And the ghost is seemingly kind of cut in half, but still very much intact.
I'm going to charge at the ghost and try and grab it with one hand and pull it away from Authur and just basically test to see if my assault glove thing even fucking works.
Oh, glove.
Okay,
Glove.
roll cool for that, please.
You've got it.
And we are all really cramming into this hallway. I'm trying to think about like space-wise, and I'm like, it's a castle. It's probably wide
11.
enough.
Oh shit,
Oh,
nice.
The world is wide enough.
Okay, so yeah, you actually, while you're trying to like kind of push Trevor out of the way, Lily said? Not Trevor, Authur.
I'm not really pushing Authur. I'm more pulling the ghost away.
Okay, well you do, that assault glove, does grab the ghost, and it seems to kind of like recoil and wince away, like trying to fight out of your hands, and while it does that, it lets go of Authur.
I'm gonna have a comedy moment as I'm being like let go. I fall to the floor and I kick the broom loose. I feel like it's time to unleash the broom.
All right.
Oh no.
Because that helps me, you get to do that without a roll. You're welcome.
Because that's
God.
good for the DM.
Because it's funny and moves the story. You get a free. So broom gone, broom on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I have the ghost, I will try and stab the shit out of it with salt knife.
Okay, please roll kick some ass.
Fucking finally, Trevor, did you enjoy your Sunday morning stroll? People are dying!
People aren't dying yet.
There's a sword through two of them, or there was a sword through two of them.
They're not dying. They're just very badly hurt. Is there an actual kick some ass thing or just roll tough?
Tough. Sorry. Just press some tough.
Let's roll
Yeah, I
tough.
feel like there
Kick some
should
ass
be a
is a
kick some
tough
ass
action.
button.
There
I
should
mean,
be a
the
kick
only
some ass
thing that
button.
tough does is do the kick some ass.
It does protect.
No, there's a few other things I think it does.
No. According to the official playbook, oh, you're right. It's protect someone as well.
Yeah, help someone is cool.
So wait,
It's
protect
like
someone and
protect
help someone is
everyone.
different?
Yeah.
Well, protect
Yeah.
someone
Okay.
is like active
Like guard,
combat,
like jump
I
in front
think.
sort of thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you
Mixed
do.
success.
You do stab it, and you see there's a bright glow. The shape is real, like, shaky. It's kind of losing its form. That salt's definitely fucking working.
Yay!
So it's kind of just glitching out, so to say, tweaking out there, and it's gonna kind of turn its head back around to look at, or turn its head to look at Trevor-ish with its faceless shape. And it's gonna mutter in a very ghostly, hard to hear tone, just Trevor. So anyone
Yep,
else?
that's
can
my
take-
name.
Well,
Don't
that's
wear it
creepy.
out. Stop
So-
again.
But anyone else like take an action before I let Trevor fucking wail on this
If
thing?
anyone else
If
wants
you're
to do
poison.
something, feel
Sophie's
free.
gonna like slip through the door, just kind of while Percival's like,
She like
not
opens
noticed that
it like
it's
a crack
open
and
yet.
peeks out, sort of thing.
No, she like opens it just enough for her to slip out, closes it behind her, kind of grabs the knife on the way, and goes to stab it.
Sophie, where are
I'm
you
gonna- I'm
going?
gonna
I want to
slip
help
it.
stab it.
Sophie!
I'm gonna slip in my action on noticing Sophie come out, slice the broom in.
I thought you were going to slide into the room with the prince and be like, Prince, I'm gonna let you know
Hey.
everything is fine.
No, he can't. He's bleeding actively.
Okay, I'm debating if I want to have you roll for that. No, just put the fucking broom in.
No, we can do it. We
Make
can
him
do it.
roll. It's funny.
Okay,
can
please
roll.
roll cool, I believe. I'm having you guys roll cool, mostly.
Is this act under pressure?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure, man, act
Anything,
under
you're trying to
pressure.
get it perfectly between like Sophie and Prince.
Act under pressure. Okay, so he goes to open it a bit and kind of bumps outward, but then you put the broom through and it closes. And he's just, what are you doing?
He
you
bumps
do.
him back into the room.
He's just sitting on the floor now.
Does the prince actively see who pushed him to the floor?
Ooh, maybe I should do that for a mix. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Because he opened it a little bit and he saw just his arm kind of slide the broom in.
We made eye contact. He saw me wince.
You're getting fucking fired.
Oh,
Push the
sorry.
prince to the fucking floor.
Oh my god. Okay.
I want to stab the thing with my magic knife.
All right. Please roll to tough to kick some ass. Tough. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
What if you just got a
Yeah.
3?
Stabs me. I let go of the ghost. It escapes.
Got an 8.
Okay, so you stab it. Where are you aiming for? You can pick.
So this is this a, like, thing of armor? With the
No,
ghost
there's no
inside,
armor
or-
around it right now. It just has kind of the swords by its side.
Just
Okay. I want to stab kind of in where I assume its neck would be.
Okay. So you do that. You might be a little low. You're like at the collarbone. But you stab it really good. And you do notice something. You're using your magic knife, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you do notice, unlike the other slashes where it's a nice, glowy, ghostly effect, there's blood there. You've stabbed it like it would stab a human.
Oh.
And it kind of just drops everything, like kind of grabs its neck, takes a little step back, and then it's gonna do a little poof, and it's disappeared. It's poofed into blue, ghostly, shimmery dust, and it's gone.
So he's gonna wipe her knife on her tutor's jacket.
Would any of us have been aware of the fact that ghosts can bleed? That feels like new information.
No, none of you would have seen anything like that before.
Okay.
I have a question. What's the layout of the, like, second or the first floor?
The one you're looking at right now, or the one above it, first floor?
The one above it, first
Oh,
floor. The British first floor. Come on.
Oh my god, let me go have a look. Oh heck, so you guys, the library's directly under Princess Elsie's bedroom,
Yeah.
if that's what you
no,
want.
where's the nurse's parlor in relation?
It's like, here, let me go back to your guys' map and then I'll mark
Like
it there.
with the bar.
Yeah, it's right where, it's above the smoking room.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's by the playroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
So you'd have to go through the billiard room to go to that staircase next to the storeroom, I think.
Damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ghost is gone. You guys are all standing there. Broom through the closet door. What's your next move?
Well, I'm gonna take off my gloves and make them inside out, so all the honey and salt's on the inside, and shove them into my pocket, and then look at my knife and realize I can't do the same there, and just sheath it, and I'll deal with that later.
Your fucking sheath is full of honey and salt. Ew.
Deal with that later.
Adelaide looks at them and she's like, "So you all can deal with talking to the prince. Have fun with that." And then she walks away, kind of holding her shoulder.
Well, I'm not much of a talker, so
Sophie's gonna, like, take the broom off and go, "I figured out what was jamming the door."
First of all, is still sitting on the floor from being knocked over. He's looking up at you and just, the hell was any of that?
Also,
worry
to let you
about
know, Adelaide's heading for the nurse's parlor so she can fix up her sword wound.
Okay, go ahead. Keep heading
Trevor's going to get new gloves because he doesn't want the honey ones right now.
there.
I want to see if the thing left any traces and what I can salvage.
I like that two of you guys are walking away. One of you is like scraping the floor for evidence, and Sophie's just looking at the prince after that fucking commotion. Good. Okay, so you're looking over.
Kind of scooting her tutor to the side, like, don't you fucking, don't give me away here.
I need to make this disappear. Hold on. He's gone. Okay, so there is, can you roll, the investigate, which is sharp?
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah, you
Arthur
can.
just
Yeah.
dropped his glasses. He's trying to find them.
I'm like, glasses!
They turn into a glass
My
vial of a
glasses.
mysterious substance.
Oh, that is your sharp roll. I saw that it was like an actiony man, and I was like, that's not the sharp roll. I'm waiting for the sharp roll.
That can't be sharp.
That's gonna be
wait.
sharp. He's investigating. Okay, so great thing. So you look around there and you notice not only the drop of blood that fell out of the ghosty thing, but also the floor where it was standing is kind of wet. There's like a little puddle of like some water, little droplets, like someone was walking out of a pool.
Mhm.
There's nothing else left behind, and the swords are just laying on the floor now. inanimate.
When it poofed away, did that leave any substance, or was it just?
No, it just kind of gone. So there's just the water and the blood, and there's no ectoplasm or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. I'll turn and look at the prince.
Can you just right now unprovoked roll charm?
I give him a disarming smile. I give him that exact face.
We're getting fucking fired, dog.
Hey, I leveled up.
Dog, look at my monster hunting team. We're getting fucking fired.
Getting fired, dog. What the hell was that? You locked me in a closet. You're bleeding all over. You don't tell me a word's going on. Pull me down the stairs.
Hey, I don't
You
know.
promised not
Can
to
I heal my
tell?
harm? Yes, and then don't move from there. I'll check in with you in just a sec.
Okay.
But you can heal your harm.
I'm gonna go to the restroom then.
Okay.
Okay, go piss,
So
girl.
what were you saying, Sophie?
Do you promise not to tell? Please?
Can you roll charm as well?
Yes.
Hey, Trevor had nothing to do with letting the prince know about any of this. He's not here. He didn't even say a word to the prince at any point, I don't believe.
I'm so fucking charming.
You're so charming.
That's kind of
as-
like your
He
thing.
That's
has
so
big,
Sophie.
big puppy dog eyes.
You're so lucky. Percival loves you very dearly. So he looks up at you and just, I just want to know what's going on. I won't tell anyone. Just tell me what's going on.
I've been having prophetic dreams, and then we met a werewolf, and now there's a ghost, and he terrorized your sister, and now we got rid of him because I stabbed him.
So, okay, I was gonna have you roll for if there was any sort of lie, but luckily you don't have to because
No lies detected.
no lies detected there.
No, I said
He's-
complete honesty because she loves him.
He's
goddammit.
still just there on the floor. He's looking up at her, just stunned face, and then kind of
Princess
drops.
Shoal has a overactive imagination.
You promised not to tell.
I won't. You don't mention that I saw any of this to my grandmother, and I won't mention
Won't.
it at all again. It didn't happen.
I knew I couldn't keep the secret from you, and she like offers her hand to him.
Kind of takes her hand, really pulls himself up to his feet, kind of leans on her a little.
She helps
So
him
wait,
dust off a
hold
little
on. Have you known about that stuff this whole time? What about you? Points towards Arthur.
bit. Oh, he's my teacher. He's the one who gave me a knife.
I'd offer to. I'm not quite sure what the clothes he's wearing. I would have offered to like straighten out the lapel on his jacket, but I may be a bit.
He has like that little cloak you see there. He's got like that kind of like shawl.
I straighten out the cloak because it's ruffled from all the
All the-
knocking about.
knocked to the floor.
Mhm.
A little pat on the shoulder.
Trevor returns with new riding gloves and is like, sorry about that, Prince. There was a rat running through here. I had to go help deal with that. You alright?
Don't lie to me. I've heard everything from Sophie.
What?
Are you
What?
part of this too? Whatever that is. He motions towards Sophie and Arthur.
I don't know what those two are up to.
Liar.
So
I deal with the horses. That's kind of my job.
okay, I'm trying to replay this fight. Trevor came in. Okay, no, he was at the bottom of the stairs when they got there, right? I was like, when did he come in? Did they even
Yeah.
see him there?
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
at the bottom of the stairs when they were coming down.
So you didn't see any sort of thing? A rat? A rat?
Yeah, is that not what scared the princess upstairs? I kind of assumed it was something small like that. But, better safe than sorry.
He looks towards Sophie and Arthur and kind of remembers their little deals. Like, must have been a rat. I didn't see it, but I'm sure it scurried through the hall. And
Little bastards get everywhere.
Breakfast. Would anyone like breakfast? I think it is time for breakfast. I'm hungry.
Arthur, how about you bring the prince to get some breakfast? Yeah.
I'm back, dog. We getting fired. The princess is telling people.
Arthur, how about you take the prince here to get some breakfast? All right, I'll have Sophie and me check up on the lady upstairs.
Oh, Sophie, you stay with me. Yeah. Grabs her hand.
What would you like, Your Majesty?
I don't care. Go get breakfast.
Very well.
I don't care.
He's fucking winded. He's over this. Okay, so you guys are heading towards the kitchen? You three?
Yes.
Okay, you make your way to there.
Sorry, Trevor.
Sorry, Trevor. Trevor, you can come too, but it didn't seem like you wanted to.
Nope. Nope.
My man is not
No.
spending an extra second with royalty.
No.
But we begin to the kitchen. I don't know if the prince has ever seen the kitchen before.
No, he would have been served by maid. In fact, I'm assuming as soon as he gets near it, the maids are probably just like, "Go sit down, prince."
The dining hall, dining room.
Arthur is still bleeding.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have joined Adelaide.
We actually do need to check in on Adelaide. It's been a hot minute. So, you
Give
guys...
it a stiff upper lip.
You guys go settle down in the Great Hall where they are refusing to let the prince enter the kitchen, of course. And we'll go...
I am limping. I'm tracking blood. Through the...
I got a whole fucking
You are
mess.
making Adelaide's job so much harder. She's gonna get stitched up and then just like have to go fucking clean that shit up.
Retrace my steps, Adelaide. I left you a clue in case anything happens to us.
So you're in the nurse's parlor. You've kind of, you put some bandages on. You've stitched yourself up. You've kind of shooed away anyone who'd want to help. I assume you're handling it yourself.
Yeah.
And then, can you roll sharp? Kind of the equivalent of a perception check is what we're doing here. Okay. Yeah, so you feel the strong presence of something in this room. And as you look around to try to see what it is, you notice a bunch of syringes and scalpels just kind of floating up into the air.
Oh my god, that's not good.
That's not.
I'm gonna
good.
assume you shoot away whoever was in there so you could heal yourself, so they're just like, they're
Yeah.
fucked off. There's no one in there but you.
Okay. So, this is the 1800s. Is there any holy water in this nurse's parlor?
No, there is not.
Damn. I thought maybe they were like blessing the people they healed.
Nah.
Okay, how are the scalpels and syringes pointed at her, or are they just kind of like floating like
They're kind of
ominously?
floating and they're slowly turning to kind of face her.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Okay, so Adelaide's gonna leave the room and try to slam the door behind her.
Okay, please roll
No.
cool to run out of there and slam the door.
I'm so glad I used my level up getting my cool up.
You close the door just in time as you hear a loud ka-chink, ka-chink, and you could very much tell that all of them just stabbed into the door.
Nice.
Adelaide, like, you know that kind of like movie when you have a headache where you kind of like put your fingers on your nose and you're just like, like, rolled up with that? She just does that, just like, oh my god, I don't want to deal with this
Oh
today.
my fucking god. What the fuck?
I'm not ready to die. I told Spooks I couldn't die until episode 3.
You sure did. So, where would you like to go? What would you like to do with this? Your knowledge.
She's gonna open the door a tiny crack to see what the inside looks like now.
It's empty. The things are in the wall. Everything else is good. And maybe, and then in the corner there's just kind of the ghost, the shape of a ghost again. It still has a darker spot where Sophie stabbed it, kind of on its neck region, but there's no more like cuts and slashes through it otherwise.
Did the holy knife ever hit it?
No.
Okay, so Adelaide's gonna very calmly, trying not to provoke this ghost, just walk in, grab a roll of bandages, and walk back out. And she's gonna pocket the bandages in her apron.
Hold on, let me look at something. Can you roll to act under pressure. Oh, good.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
I ain't afraid no ghosts.
I ain't afraid no ghosts. Okay, you do that just fine. You get it. It just kind of it's sort of looking at you, and it kind of like points its finger up towards you, but it doesn't do anything else as you walk back out. It just follows you with its finger.
And she walks out and she like sighs in relief.
Okay. So how's everyone doing downstairs? How's everyone doing what they're doing?
I was gonna come up to talk to Adelaide, but I
Oh,
figured
perfect.
it was going to be after all this.
Well, it's after now. Do you want to go?
We can catch each other. She starts heading away.
You want to catch each other on the top or bottom of the stairs?
Top works.
Okay.
Oh, Adelaide, I thought you'd be patching that up.
Ghost in the nurse's parlor.
Didn't fucking leave? Oh, shit.
Nope, he's in the nurse's parlor.
Should we get him?
None of the attacks we did anything. He seems fine except for the single stab Sophie did. So I'm thinking
Oh,
we
even the
either
salt
need
shit? Son of a bitch.
we either need better weapons or we just need Sophie.
Okay, well, on that, Sophie did tell the prince everything.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. I tried to talk to her about it, and the prince would not leave Sophie's side, so we're gonna have to reprimand her about that at some point. On the bright side, Prince doesn't know I have anything to do with it, so I'm in the clear.
Yeah, that's why I left them to do it, so that they wouldn't know I had anything to do with it.
Apparently, she didn't even try to lie. They just told him everything immediately.
Oh, why did the queen make us take her?
I do not know. I do not know. But,
All right. Do you have any holy weapons, magic?
Absolutely not. I've got a gun. I've got a knife that I dipped in honey and then rolled in salt, and then I
How much
have
salt did you
dynamite.
use? Hold on.
A fuck ton. I'm not gonna lie to you. There will be repercussions
That
for
shit's
this.
expensive.
There will be repercussions for this.
How much
The
honey
honey
did
is
you use?
also expensive.
Right now, for breakfast, they're having some very unsalted eggs.
I straight up dipped my blade in there as well as both of my gloved hands.
Did you wash your blade first?
Absolutely not. There was no time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, hey, on the topic of the queen,
What?
actually,
On the bright side, though, I do wash it after I use it, but I don't wash the hilt, I suppose. So maybe that's.
so on the topic of the queen, coming up here, is her handmaid. You know her around.
Oh fuck!
So she walks up.
Don't sneak up on me like that, okay?
Don't stand in front of the stairs.
Touche.
The queen wants
Apologies,
to
and she
speak
gives
to
like
the
a
two of you. She's in the courtyard, or she's where she usually is.
There's no
Is
way she
there-
found out already.
May I ask why?
No.
Okay.
She does not
No.
look very. She doesn't have a pleasant expression on her face at all.
Business as usual then.
Wait.
Business as usual. That's all.
What fucking peeker did you use?
She leaves. Doesn't matter.
So Adelaide, do we wait for her to tell what she knows, or do we? Because I feel like if we jump to what we're most worried about, that's not going to be what it is, and it's going to be a comedy of errors.
Let's wait and see. Let's wait.
Okay.
These eggs are very unsalty.
They are. Wonder who
Their
the
tea
salt
is
is.
without honey, as they had to throw it out.
I mean, they
These
wouldn't
bits
have
are
thrown it
too.
out yet. None of the maids would know there was a fucking dirty knife in there.
Well, they had to make
I
the
wouldn't
tea,
call it
and they
dirty.
open it, and
I
there's
wouldn't
fucking
call it-
dirty.
Hey,
There's like
I wouldn't call it dirty. I just wouldn't call it clean.
So you two are here
Honey tastes
with the.
Because I deal with
metallic.
horses.
The
What
tea's a
this?
little salty too.
How else do you know I'd work with horses?
Okay. So, you guys are here with the queen,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and you don't say anything yet. You just walk up.
Yeah, we just she does her little like
Her
bow
little-
that she does to the
little
queen
curtsy
every
bow?
time.
Okay,
It's like,
perfect.
Your Majesty.
Your
Hello, the two of
Majesty.
you. I've heard talks from the castle staff here that there might be a phantom of sorts terrorizing our halls.
We have been made aware.
Oh, you've already learned about it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I imagine you understand what I'm going to ask you. I need you to get rid of it as soon as possible. And please, try not to worry the castle staff while you do that.
course.
Sure thing. Do I have full permission to go through the kitchen for salt and anything I need?
Yes, anything gets the job done.
Wonderful.
I want it gone as soon as possible. Please tell me the second you think it is vanquished.
Will do,
Okay.
Your Majesty.
Be
I
on
mean,
the
I
way.
did think we handled it, but apparently it's still out there, so we'll have to figure out a more permanent solution
Understandable. Do any research you'd like to do?
then. Okay.
And
Thank
she
you.
shoos you guys away. She's not gonna walk up before you guys. It's not very queen-like. Just she'll be gone.
Okay. So, as soon as they're out of the garden terrace or whatever, Adelaide's like, "Oh, should we go to Author's library downstairs?
Yeah.
Can we get Author?"
I've never seen a ghost bleed, so... Oh, did you notice that, or did you go up after that, before that?
No, I saw. I was kind of around the corner, but I
Okay,
saw.
okay, yeah. That's fucking new, so...
That's
Oh.
new.
Let's go get Author and Sophie if we can get her away from the prince.
They're in the kitchen. I think Arthur's still bleeding.
Yeah, I'll probably grab bandages.
You might
Okay.
want to grab, like, a mop, too. We're just following a blood trail,
See
and
the blood
Adelaide's like...
trail, and like you can see her just like getting stressed, like, oh my god.
Hey, at least they walked
Her
through
eye
outside.
starts twitching.
Trevor's just next door. At least they went through the courtyard instead of the hardwood floors, you know?
Do palaces have hardwood floors? That's all stone.
Instead of the carpets, then. There's gotta be a rug or a carpet
I love
somewhere.
that you guys are having a conversation with just like moving him a little tick. It's so cute. I love it. They're chatting. So anyway, they're over here. They're having some saltless eggs and tea
I'll be right back.
and metallic tea.
And she goes into the servery first,
Okay.
and she
Throws
first,
out the honey.
she goes straight into the kitchen and throws up the honey. Yeah.
No, what if I need more of it and more salt? Also, for context, the way it looks, there's definitely just like a jar of honey out, and next to it, like on one of the counters, is still just a fuck ton of salt. He just grabbed the jar and poured it out.
Winnie
and
the Pooh
rolled
ass
it
scene.
around in there.
Adelaide grabs like a plate that she keeps with pastries as a cover, and she just grabs it and heads back out into the Great Hall.
Oh, pastries, yeah. I'm just kidding.
And so she takes it to the table with them, and she's like, "Would you guys like some pastries?"
Oh, yes, please.
No.
She serves
he's not very hospitable
Sophie a
towards Adelaide.
pastry, and then she walks back around to Arthur. And she's like, "Pastry?"
Sophie just like doing that anime thing where she holds it in both hands. Ow,
Ow. Oh, hell yeah.
ow,
Arthur.
Jebby's not here right now. He's muted.
Oh.
I didn't
Ah.
realize I was muted. My apologies.
Jim's
Well,
not here.
I
but
had
he's
a
leaving message
wicked-
after the beep.
I had a wicked
Pastry?
sneeze that I managed to mute just before I did it, but then it didn't unmute.
Nice.
Either way, Adelaide
yes,
walks up to
please.
Arthur. She's
Thank you.
pastry. So she serves him a pastry. She doesn't give Trevor a pastry. He's too poor.
Oh!
He's too
Damn.
far.
Damn!
Rough.
He gets
Is
like
this
a
'cause of
really
the honey?
old. Yeah, she's salty about that.
So, is she salty about
She
the salt?
also she gave Arthur like the oldest pastry on her plate because she's salty about the blood. Hydrate, sip sip. In the stretch.
What about you stabbing me in the foot?
You shot her in the back, to be fair.
That was like an entire session ago.
I have a question. Are we actually talking
No,
about
I want to ask. Are you guys saying this in character?
This-
Minus the session play?
well, no, Arthur doesn't know in character, but he got the old manky one, so.
Oh yeah, okay.
This is a
Okay,
full
okay.
conversation.
Because I'm like, the prince is also sitting here listening to... He shot me last time. Okay.
Nom nom nom.
Mr. Ashford, I heard you're quite knowledgeable about the library. I would love it if you could show me some things. And she
Indeed,
she
what
tries
I'm-
to like very sly wink.
That is indeed my role here within this court. I'd be delighted to. I'll step up, wolfing down my pastry before I go, and then
In front of the prince.
limping.
And God. and
He's
everyone.
looking at you and he just kind of has this glare. He doesn't look like he likes you very much.
Oh,
I'm
I
an
wonder why. Maybe it's
eccentric.
because you gave his fiance a fucking knife.
Oh wait, wait,
I'm
and
an
then
eccentric.
I thought it was because you locked him in the closet after locking eyes with him.
There's so many things.
There are so
So
many
many
reasons
and
to
then
not
Adelaide's
like him right now.
Oh, but when is your lesson with the young princess?
Well, I like to say that every day is and every moment is a lesson of its own.
Maybe she should accompany us then.
I turn and look towards the prince.
He lets out like a sigh. I think I'll be heading to the drawing room with my own self on my own time. And he stands up from the table. Scoots his
Have a
chair
good
in.
day.
Oh, if you need any horse riding lessons at any point, do feel free to let me know.
He looks at you, not happy at all, and then he just kind of walks away.
I will
Have a
see
good
you
day,
later
my-
today.
Good evening, Your
Goodbye,
Majesty.
Sophie. I'll see you later. Stay safe.
I will.
Trevor looks like he's going to say something, looks at Adelaide, decides not to say anything.
Adelaide
What was he
just
gonna
puts her
say?
plate of pastries down. She's like, all right, let's go.
He was going to talk shit about the prince, and then is like, Adelaide would not let that slide.
Straight
She would
up.
not.
Another pastry on their way.
Yum, 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 yum.
Audley's the
Nom, 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 nom.
most sour out of us. When,
Actually, wait, how do we get to Arthur's library? Okay,
By
which door it
magical
is.
spin screen transition. Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome
Take my little seat.
to my
I'm
department.
going to stand ominously by the fire.
I imagine you have like your back towards her, thumb staring into the fire.
Yeah.
Adelaide, she pulls the roll of bandages out of her apron pocket and she's like, sit down.
Yes, ma'am. Takes a seat.
And she just starts bandaging him up. She's like, so, what do you know?
Well, considering I've been in this room for about
This man.
15 seconds, not much yet.
So you don't know anything off the top of your head about a ghost that bleeds?
Give me a moment. And then I think real goddamn hard.
Okay, roll sharp, please. Oh, he's thinking. You do know a lot about ghosts off the top of your head, so feel free to just ask more questions about that. But you have not heard anything about a ghost that bleeds.
He remembers ghost, he remembers bleed, nothing with both.
Yeah, you know a lot about ghosts, but nothing with ghosts that bleed.
Well, first of all, I remember that you have my knife.
Yes. She ties off the bandage on his foot or whatever, and she holds out his knife. She's like, my apologies for the injury you sustained during battle.
Apology accepted, thank you. I take the knife. And, going forwards, I've read about ghosts, but never one that bled on contact. When investigating its remains, if you will, it was wet, as if like the creature itself was wet. Maybe it comes from the water. Maybe this marshlands to the west. It could be from there.
Hey Arthur, how the fuck are these books sorted? I'm trying to look for bloody ghosts, and I do not know how to find it.
Can you read?
Sorted by,
You know
by
how to
font
read?
size and then
I can look at the
subcategorized
pictures
by
on the
smell.
front. Fucking what?
Sorted by font size and subcategorized by smell.
What?
Nah, you're fucking useless. I'm just gonna give up.
Would you like to roll sharp to look for a book? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Yeah, let's do it.
What is your sharp,
That's what
anyways?
Adelaide did last time when we walked in the library. I was like, oh, can I just check them out? And it was like, oh, you found the exact book.
Immediate
Hell
success.
yeah.
You might not have the best reading ability, but you do see big bold words on a cover one saying "ghost and ghouls." Just kind of tucked away over
I'll
there.
try this one. I'm just gonna sit down and look at the pictures.
You open up
Open
on
it up
the
and
table.
go, read it.
Ghosts and ghouls. Ghosts and ghouls. What's a ghoul?
So, would you guys like to read this book? Or shall I explain some of what it says about
As
ghosts?
good a place to start as any.
Okay. So inside the book, you do find some helpful info on ghosts. One is that they cannot really truly be harmed by any actual physical weapons, although salt and holy things seem to affect them heavily. I fucking wrote out stuff that was supposed to be in here. Here we start. So that's that. Usually ghosts sometimes possess unique powers to them related to how they died and what is surrounding them and their thoughts and feelings. As well, it also says that oftentimes you can reach a ghost by calling out their name or something from their past. And that the best way to truly vanquish a ghost is to fulfill its dying desire or bring it peace to its afterlife, usually through proper burial or fulfilling a mission that it wanted to do.
Occurs to me, Trevor.
Yeah.
You've, from what I've picked up, been around for a while in this business. Have you had any of your prior compatriots perish in a perhaps watery demise?
Probably.
Would you...
Probably.
Because Trevor would have this information, would you like me to tell you?
Yeah.
Would you like me to tell you here, or would you like me to tell you, in a private chat, and then you say it back to them?
Let's do that one. Let's do
Oh,
the second
fuck yeah. Let's go shimmy on over there. It's secrets. Aha.
one. Secret time.
Secret time. So, you have had someone die a watery death, a previous monster hunter of this group. His name was Gabriel Sullivan, and about 4 years ago, there was a monster raid on the castle. A bunch of, let's go with amp-like creatures, raid the castle. You guys are having to defend it off. You remember that he grabbed one of them that was coming in and dragged him and it into the moat outside the castle. You also do recall that after they both went into the moat, Adelaide's mother, Amelia, shot her crossbow into the water, seemingly hitting something as blood came back up the top. And that was the last you saw of him.
Okay.
Okay. Now we shimmy on back to
Nice.
General. Any more questions?
Safe to assume that Adelaide's mother shot Gabriel.
You would definitely assume that. Trevor would assume he was
A
maybe
notably
shot
bigger target.
when in the water. Oh, I forgot. It's worth noting, Gabriel, he was a, full armored knight. He was the kind of guy in, a full set of metal steel armor. Very bulky, very heavy.
Okay.
So, yeah, stereotypical knight look.
What was Adelaide's mother's name again?
Amelia.
Amelia, okay. Okay, cool. Think I'm good.
Okay, back General?
Yeah.
Okay. We're back.
Oh,
Yeah,
bad news.
actually.
Aurora went to go get a snack.
Well, she can wait.
So I guess I have to wait for Sophie if you want, her to hear the hot, juicy knowledge.
I can start with the vague opening stuff.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it was
We
about
can
4
roleplay
years
it.
ago, and Adelaide, it actually did involve your mother, Amelia.
It did.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, you cool with me talking about her? In the Vegas, she's not the ghost. It's not her, but she was
No,
involved.
go ahead.
Okay. Well, about 4 years ago, the castle was being, I guess, invaded would be the word, but that by these little imp-like creatures. And so your mother, I, and another man by the name of Gabriel Sullivan were defending the castle from them. And man, I'm trying to stall for Sophie to quit staring at the fire and pay attention to what I'm saying. But I guess she's really absorbed by whatever's going on over there. Anyways, one of the imps was grabbed by Gabriel, and he rotted into the moat, brought both of them underwater, and your mother shot a crossbow at him. And I mean, frankly, I do think she. Oh, hey. Anyway,
Hi.
yeah, but it was Gabriel was in the water with an imp, and Amelia hit something in the water as blood came out. And if you ask me, it looked a lot more like human blood than imp blood. And he did not reemerge. However, I'm not that surprised, frankly, because he did always wear a full suit of armor. and it's kind of hard to swim with that. So I don't know that he was coming out anyways. But I don't know if that was a ghost, because this ghost clearly didn't have any armor on. So I have no reason to associate armor with this current situation.
Okay, so Sophie, you, in your dreams, you see a hand sort of reaching towards you, but it's not just like a human hand, it's a knight's hand, like fully armored.
But yeah, no reason to associate
been
armor
there.
of any kind with this current situation. I've heard
No
nothing
reason
about
whatsoever.
armor. I've heard no tale of armor at all. Anyways.
Sophie, I'm begging you.
You know how D&D has a way to like check like if someone's lying? Do we have that in Monster of the Week?
I'm being 100% honest. I in character, I have no reason to associate armor with this ghost in any way.
I got cereal.
Sophie, please!
What?
I think Spooks knows what I'm trying to do.
I do, I know what you're trying to get at. If only someone had some sort of vision before this whole session. It's a knight's hand, like fully armored. That would maybe associate his story with what's going on. What were you saying?
Yeah.
What was everyone saying? Sorry.
I was just saying that, you know, like, he was wearing his big suit of armor that, you know, after being underwater for about 4 years would end up being rusty and brown. But that's just a minor detail that is likely of no concern here.
I had a dream about that last night.
Your Betty Poppers. Okay, I'll let you guys continue roleplaying, sorry.
With the dirty brown armor and reaching out. It almost touched me, but it didn't. I woke up.
She's just eating her fucking pastry.
Mm-hmm.
How long was it between you arising this morning and the event that unfolded?
20 minutes.
That's all the evidence I need.
For what?
So the ghost is a man my mother may or may not have killed. Is that what we're saying?
God damn.
Uh-huh.
Silence tells me yes.
Well,
So what was that?
The
Timed
ghost
out,
we are
timed out
facing.
mentally for a second.
The ghost we are facing is a man my mother may or may not have killed.
Yeah. I guess that would explain why he also did say my name in between my stabs. And also, I guess why he did hunt you down specifically.
He did
And
show
me.
up in the nurse's parlor and try to throw a bunch of syringes and scalpels at me.
He did throw a big piece of heavy horse armor at me as well. Maybe he blames me a little bit.
He
for
did
not-
what?
Oh yeah, that was like before everything happened. I don't know why his.
when it attacked me, it did restrain me rather than stab me. Could be onto something. But what would be our next course of action then? It says here ghosts can't really be banished unless we fulfill their dying wish.
Sophie made it bleed.
With my special knife, and she holds it up.
Dun, da, 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 dun.
I guess we can keep trying that, but it may not be a permanent solution. Nor perhaps should we.
Sorry,
Trevor
Ron
doesn't
cut out
mind.
there a little bit, but I'm gonna assume I didn't miss anything too important that he said.
Trevor, stop typing!
I'm typing.
It's so loud!
So, what's everyone's course of action? What are we thinking, gang? Says the disembodied keeper voice. No, I'm just kidding.
If I read any
Well-
deeper, is there a way to contain a spirit?
You see that bringing back its past memories can sometimes calm or stun a ghost, as well as a salt circle will physically keep it there.
Thinking of a way that we
Do we
could,
know if the ghost is
permanently
bound to like the
contain it.
castle or if it can leave the castle grounds?
There's a mention of like ghosts typically are found in the place that was either most important to them or the place that they died.
I wonder what he wants.
Seems to
Could
be in
I-
Trevor dead.
Could I look through my mystical library to see if there's any spells relating to the banishing of spirits?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and... You have to roll for that, or is that just a move?
Um,
I think you can roll.
I mean, I guess I
investigate
gotta
probably,
find
right?
the spell. My
Yeah,
actual,
roll sharp.
yeah,
Unless
because
you
my
have
actual
a-
library gives me +1 forward on using magic. Hey, baby.
Oh damn.
Oh my god, okay, So you're looking for, like, if there was a spell to get rid of a ghost?
Yeah.
And that's a 12.
That means it's gotta exist.
Yeah, exactly.
It reshapes the physical universe to provide me with what I want.
It does say you can maybe use, a priest or someone reading a sort of holy, scripture with a little incantation underneath, on a ghost, but you do have to make sure that you can somewhat capture it first to do that. Usually, you know, the whole exorcism shebang, you gotta keep it still, you gotta kind of pull the calm spirit out, and then you can kind of shabam the ghost away to the next world.
So if we could perhaps lure the ghost into a salt circle, keep it in place, I could perform an exorcism on the ghost and banish it as a potentially permanent solution if Blades won't put it down forever.
Hey, is your armory connected to the mystical library? Did we establish if that was or not?
Where was that corner?
I
The black
think it
Is
corner.
it that door in the corner?
I think we would say it was just a pile here.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
over
just
there.
a
Okay.
file.
Either way, so as you guys are plotting from your armory, or plotting in that little area, your armory, you hear some metal rattling, and a kind of full suit of armor with nothing inside of it just kind of stands up.
Trevor, do you have salt?
I was just about to say that.
Well, I did put my gloves away and take out the unhoneyed gloves,
So
but
she's
I
gonna
guess
kinda
I do still
push
have
forward-
the knife covered in salt. Ooh, the handle's
Just
all
gonna
sticky
push
too,
past
'cause I
everyone
did
else
use
and
the honey
go,
gloves.
Hello, do you have a name?
Okay, hold on. Fucking wild this movie. Okay.
Gabriel, I'm sure you understand it's just business.
So the ghost actually, surprisingly, kind of gently pulls its arm out towards you and just kind of puts its like palm up out towards you and stares. It's the suit of armor. It's this, yeah. It's just like a suit of armor.
She's gonna take his hand.
And you do hear
Get
through
sucked
the
down
ghostly
to the
whispers
nether
the same
realm.
voices I mentioned Trevor earlier. You hear just princess.
Hello.
And then
I recognize you.
are you guys over there moving closer?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
kind of
put my-
creeping closer.
So
kinda
it
nervous.
turns its head and it looks at Trevor and Adelaide, and it starts making its way over that way.
Okay, which one of us
Hey.
wants to run to the kitchen and get a thing of salt?
He's friendly. He's friendly.
Gabriel,
Don't
before
do
you
anything.
do, Gabriel, before you do anything hasty, that is Adelaide, is her name.
He seems like he kind of shakes a little when you say Gabriel. The armor kind of rattles.
Okay.
Please don't hurt them. We can all be friends.
Sophie, we can't be friends.
Sophie, I'm gonna have to talk
Yes,
to you
we
later.
can. Don't lie to me.
Sophie,
The
after
queen
this, I
wants
will
the
have to talk
spirit
to you.
gone.
Actually.
Dark.
Yeah, but it is dark. Gabriel, do we need to get your body out of that moat?
Yeah, it lumbers towards you again. Oh wait,
Can you
what?
put the ghost token back on?
Yeah, I just realized that. Hold on, I actually have. There we go. It lumbers closer.
I can move back if you want more space there.
Boom.
Gabriel, we can do that for you if you need. Okay.
Yeah.
Me.
Can you roll a charm?
Okay. My best stat.
Your best stat. I know. You keep ending up in situations.
Me, the individual, is like, I don't talk to people.
I'm not doing this on purpose. It's just how it ends up.
I just know what to say. Did that not roll?
It did not
Why is it
roll.
not,
Did not roll.
why is it not rolling?
You might have to go underneath the sheet to say what stat you're rolling with.
Well, I hit the thing and it says macro options forward 0 submit. That should roll it, right?
Yeah. Try just like closing and reopening the character sheet.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Again!
Oh, there we are.
So,
did it do all 4 rolls?
oh my god! Wait, what the fuck?
Charm.
Oh, I get the mark experience 3 times.
No, we're gonna go with the first
No,
one.
no.
I've decided the first one.
For the first one, you like how the first 3 were all failures?
Yeah, that's why we're going with the first one, because I think the law said it's a failure.
Are you sure we can't go with the 4th one?
Fuck you.
Not the 5th one, but the 4th one?
Okay, so, failure, mark experience. The ghost puts its arm out almost kind of defensively of Sophie, and then with its other arm, this is still a suit of armor, raise its elbow and kind of elbows you in the gut.
Son of a bitch.
Take 1 harm, but you have armor, so I guess, you're cool.
Hell yeah.
But you have been, ooh.
I'm gonna stand up, clutching my my divine
Pearls.
exorcism book, I guess. Trevor, this is your ex-colleague. Do you want us to go to the marsh or deal with him now?
Oh, don't hurt him.
If I remember, Gabriel, was he one of the people that was all about the like defend the monarchy side of things? Why must have been the accent. But...
he was a very jolly guy. He was very much a defend the people kind of guy. He's the big loving tank of this group, you know? Mm-hmm. He was always like trying to protect others, put himself out there first. As far as monarchy, he didn't seem like he was particularly super loyal to the queen. He was just loyal to the cause.
Okay, and do I remember us ever retrieving his body?
No, that did not occur
Cool.
as long as you remember.
Well,
I mean, going underwater is pretty hard.
Adelaide has backed up, and she is gonna just book it to the kitchen to grab salt.
Okay, go run, girl.
So right now she's pulling a Trevor, and she's just booking it for salt.
Damn it, Gabriel, I'm not the fucking one who shot you, okay? That wasn't me. I didn't use crossbows, so...
Left me.
What was that?
And Sophie just like kind of grab onto his arm and go, "We can go get you."
Go roll a charm. Yeah,
Okay.
get some rolls in too.
Yay! I get to roll.
You've been rolling. You need to go attack shit. Go fucking plunge some hearts out. Okay, yeah, he loves you. So wait, what were you saying? What was Sophie saying?
We can go get your body. We don't have to fight.
Go get it. And then the suit of armor just crumples. It's all disattached. It's not functioning like a human anymore. Just a pile of armor.
See?
Okay.
I told you he was friendly.
Well, I'll be. You think diplomacy could be used against more of these creatures?
Why do you fucking bleed, though? We forgot to ask.
Forgot to ask the ghost.
God damn it.
Is there the possibility that the blood was just water?
No.
No.
Well, we will certainly have a chance to ask him after we go fetch his body. Where would it be?
Fucking bottom of the moat.
Onwards!
Beach episode.
That was a really good transition time.
Hey, put my token back. I am heading for the fucking kitchen.
Shit, sorry, you're in the kitchen getting salt.
Make sure you get your waders on.
Okay. So you guys, hold on, where's, like, the staircase down to, like, the basement? Because that's seemingly where the, that room is. But I haven't, like,
this one right here is up, down.
Okay, so that, you guys would be around there. That leads to
this other one is also up, down.
Which one?
By the storeroom and by the card room.
Card room.
I want you to imagine you're a maid working at this castle. You're like
Oh, this
preparing for lunch or whatever. Your fellow maid books it into the kitchen,
That's where you
grabs a
guys would've
container of
been coming
rock
out of.
salt, and then just like books it back out.
So we're gonna say that's the staircase that leads to the secret lair.
She
I
grabs
feel
a
like-
rock salt, just solid rock salt.
Nah, she's done this. She knows what salt she needs.
So Trevor, you do remember where this was at? It was at over by the Gardas Terrace, where that kind of meets the moat there in the gardening area. That's kind of where the whole incident went down.
Oh, up here.
Up here.
Mm-hmm.
Why is
All right,
my...
where you speak with the queen constantly.
Yeah, she likes that spot.
I used my magical laboratory. I want to make sure I have all the reagents needed for putting the spirit to rest once we get the body out.
All right, you got your incantation book, you got your salts, you've got I mean that's mostly it.
Big old cross, maybe some sacred candles.
Yeah, you just have fucking everything that you possibly need. Like just load it up in a duffel bag sort of thing, the old duffel bag.
Next level, I'm gonna get preparedness, and I'm gonna be a Deus Ex Machina. And then I'm gonna take oops from mundane.
You just have everything all the time.
And when I don't have things, I'm gonna.
They call him Dora the Explorer the way his backpack got what they need.
A little bit of everything.
As you guys are talking, I am slowly moving my token one
She's
square at a time.
fucking approaching.
You're so good at roleplay.
Okay, so I don't want to burst your guys' bubble, but what's the plan to get it out of the water?
I don't
I was
fucking know.
gonna-
This is a suit of armor around a man.
Watch other people do it.
Sophie
okay.
is in fact just looking over like, is this a good time to mention I can't swim?
They're gonna send Adelaide into the fucking
Sophie,
water.
Sophie, you weren't going in the water anyways. Don't fucking worry.
That's okay. Sophie's got their waders on.
Hey,
Adelaide approaches, little out of breath from running all the way up the stairs to the kitchen and through the entire castle to the garden. She's like, I need salt.
oh, don't worry. We're gonna get rid of the ghost non-violently.
Salt's not violent.
The salt is incredibly violent for ghosts.
Not if you put a circle around it.
Okay, I guess yeah, but that would be trapping and not getting rid of it.
Yeah, but I thought a good Authur here had another way to get rid of it.
Oh, maybe. Anyways,
Either way, she opens up her apron, just like puts like 3 containers of salt onto a table on the garden terrace. I'm assuming there's tables. The queen likes to sit there.
Yeah. That's
Spooks,
using her
am
little.
I able to get horses onto this lawn over here?
Yeah, you could. You could bring a
Okay.
horse. They go
I'm
through the
gonna go
paddock
get
and
it.
onto the lawn.
I'm gonna go get Willie.
Okay, let me grab him for you because I don't know if you can.
You can bring a horse.
Who put the hat?
They
Fucking
saw
hat
that.
on the horse.
Now it looks like a
At
lone
the
mustache.
beginning of stream, I think Silas was like, "What a fancy horse!" because I put a hat on it.
Oh,
Horse.
that's why that happened.
Why is this horse so big? Hold on.
And the horse is massive right now.
That should be horse size.
No,
Horses
we can
are
turn him
so
around the
big.
other way. Actually, is the ideal here.
Oh, okay, we're flipping him.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the plan?
Okay. So I'm gonna take the. I'm assuming I have a saddlebag here. I'm gonna take some rope out of it and tie it to the back of the saddle. One of us is gonna have to dive in there, tie it to the piece of armor, and Willie over here is gonna run till the armor gets out of the water.
Does one of us mean me or you? The one it wants
Oh,
dead?
it's. Yeah, it's gonna be one of us two for sure.
The one that it would, if that dead body instead of armor was say angry at us, it would definitely try to drown us.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll
That's
be
why we've got the rope.
fine.
I feel like it's angling towards me taking this duty, but
You're
I'm gonna
like
be ready-
60.
I mean, people
You're
die by age
60?
60.
I mean, look at 'em. How old are you?
Undisclosed.
Oh, wait, let me guess. I think you're 52.
Well, I will look past this insult and
53.
It's a little drowning between friends.
but
Is
while
that
I
the
could
little
absolutely
lower guess?
Well,
Yeah,
I could
you're like
absolutely go in
58.
there and retrieve the body. I've got to stay out and make sure everything's ready for the exorcism.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Oh,
trying
I'm
to
gonna help
think.
with the exorcism.
Okay, you two go do that. I'm trying to think if Trevor would know how to swim. Because most people at this time, I feel like, didn't.
That's why I'm saying they're throwing Adelaide into the moat.
But I'm also wondering if just part of this monster training is teaching you how to swim. That wouldn't surprise
I'd imagine that would make sense. In case you
At the
run
very
into like
least,
a lake
Adelaide's mom
monster.
would have taught her to swim for no other reason than Adelaide's mom watched one of her companions drown and was like, should have boycotted her daughter.
That's valid.
Hmm.
Adelaide's actually a pro swimmer. She trained her every fucking day.
I feel like, okay, Trevor knows probably how to hold his breath and, like,
The baby
swim.
survival tact.
Yeah, like hold his breath good underwater and, like, get to the surface and swim out, but he's not, like, particularly proficient at it. Like, if there is a rough current, probably not going to go well for him, but in, like, a moat, he'll probably be fine. However, if there are complications in the moat, less likely to be fine. Because if he were to learn how to swim, it would have been, like, in his late teens or early 20s, which is kind of late to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
Adelaide looks at Trevor. She's like, "How well can you swim?" Honestly,
If
honest truth.
there's no complications, I can do it fine.
So if he grabs you, you'd probably die.
Well, that's what the rope is for. Also, is I can hold on to it and drag myself
Yes,
back out.
if there's two tugs on a rope, we'll pull it in, whether that's around the body
Just
or...
slap him on the ass and he'll fucking run.
Does that sound good? Can I consider that you coming to me for advice on this matter? Me answering that question?
I feel like I gave you advice.
No. I think it's more proficient if we ask me
Nah,
for
He said rope, I heard rogue.
Rogue.
So the ghost is
Adelaide?
getting a little antsy here, and you do just feel all your non-holy and magical weapons. They kind of just fling off you onto the floor. A little bit odd.
I have a question. Does that include the ones that Adelaide literally straps to her legs?
Oh god. Well, they're in like holsters, right? That you can like pull out. I imagine they go like
Rest
up and like
explodes.
out.
Well, also,
The sword
it's
is,
what
but
is-
the crossbow is just straight up strapped.
that's also what's holding your dress together.
I mean, she
Hey,
needs to
only
ditch the
crossbow
skirt if she's
pulls
gonna
out.
swim, right?
My
So
only non-magical weapon is my magnum.
your magnum goes.
All of my weapons
Actually,
are non-magical.
I forgot guns were a. Yeah, all your swords and daggers. All your swords and daggers fucking fling.
Still got
Okay.
a crossbow.
Is my crossbow fine?
Bolts.
Yeah.
Yippee!
I'm not gonna
You
tear
don't
apart
have
your
to go
skirt
that far
with
under
your
your skirt.
arrows.
I stand there unaffected, and I take it as a sign.
None of my shit's magical. Absolutely none of it.
Adelaide pulls out her crossbow that's still on her and starts looking around for the ghost. This will go well using the same weapon that was used to shoot.
You do see the kind of the ghostly apparition that you saw way earlier, kind of just standing by the lakeside here. That's a little too close to you guys. Hold on. Yeah, he's kind of half. His like ankles are in the water, you know.
I think he's getting impatient. Maybe we should just get on.
Hey, Gabriel, you gonna fucking drown us, or like, what's the plan here? What's your plan here?
Doesn't
Full
say a word. He
transparency.
kind of just falls backwards into the water and is gone.
Cool. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I was really thinking we could salt circle him right there.
He's in the water.
Before he went into the water.
His ankles were in the water.
If
I
we just
realize it
happened
shouldn't
to
be
put
like
a salt
a-
circle around there, like, real fucking good luck to us if that happened.
Just go ahead, just salt the lake.
Adelaide just starts fucking she throws her crossbow down and starts taking off her apron and her dress.
Good heavens!
Good heavens,
Scandalous.
madam.
To be clear, it's ancient times, so she still has a full white shirt,
Ancient
pantaloons, and stuff
times?
under.
Oh goodness, how indecent!
1880s.
How indecent!
Adelaide just rolls her eyes, throwing her dress to the side.
So you going in?
Trevor's
Fine.
gonna poke fun at Sophie and just be like, better hope your prince isn't looking through the window, and just point up to his room that is absolutely has a window out looking at this.
Oh yeah, there's a window there, absolutely, yeah, over this area.
Yeah, he absolutely could see this.
She's going to start Trevor just, don't you dare imply anything.
It's just like, if I die, feed the cat, and she jumps in.
Oh,
Whoosh.
If I die, feed the cat.
she still got a lot of fucking heavy clothes on.
Is it,
Perfect.
Did Adelaide hold
Is
the
that
rope?
gonna be a problem?
Oh, does she have the? Cass,
I think after she jumps in, she'd grab the rope that's like there.
Okay.
Yeah. Clothes gets wet as shit and heavy as shit when it gets wet.
She's wearing like
Good
pretty
luck.
much only her undergarments.
I mean, 1880s undergarments is like a full outfit.
it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
it's like linens.
Like cotton.
Yeah.
It's enough.
No, fair.
I'm fanning my neck as we speak.
Woo. Okay,
As someone
so
who used to swim in
What happens?
clothes, she'd be fine.
yeah, Adelaide's going down into the water. It's real murky, real dirty water. I mean, it's a moat in the old times.
Some
As she goes down, you do start to see a figure emerge. There is this full suit of armor, kind of laying face downish. There's a crossbow bolt straight through its chest, and it looks like underneath it you can almost see another sort of skeletal figure that's not quite human. Quite not shaped just right.
You know, Adelaide doesn't really like have a lot of time. She's limited on oxygen, so she's just gonna start tying the rope around like the armor.
All right. As you do that, I realize it's actually not facing. Yeah, no, it's face down. Okay, well, fine. As you're tying it, suddenly the suit of armor's arm yoinks up and kind of grabs your arm. It's tying them, both your arms, kind of holding them together-ish while you're trying to tie it.
Oh,
'Cause I imagine
garbage.
close together.
Only if Adelaide saw this coming.
How would you like to react to that?
She tries to kick its arms away.
Okay, can you please roll roll
You know,
tough?
like when you're
Actually,
like
I'm under
fighting with
pressure.
someone in a pool or whatever, and you start kicking at them to get them away and like
Yeah.
lunge off them.
Act under pressure, please.
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta stop having me do those though, because cool is my worst fucking. Yeah, look at that.
So
Ooh,
you
that's,
guys up top can see the water getting very disturbed as she kind of thrashes, and Adelaide, you are making no progress on that. You're thrashing against it. You're in your panic. You're kind of losing a lot of air. A lot of bubbles come up to the surface. You up there?
I'm gonna on seeing it, I guess kind of lose my cool a bit and give that horse a slap on the rear.
Oh fuck!
Okay.
I guess I never got
So
off of it.
wait, what'd you say?
I was like, I guess I never got off of it. I was planning to get off of it and jump in.
Okay,
but
so
that
you're on
never
the horse.
happened, so I guess
The
I'll
horse-
just stay up here.
Is running the other way. Has the rope tied to it. Adelaide, you're kind of holding the rope real tight, right, with your hands, and
Yeah.
because you rolled such a bad cool, I'm gonna say you didn't get around it yet, but the thing is holding on to you. So you get tugged, and this heavy-ass armor and other skeleton that is also attached to it with an arrow through, like, both their rib cages, we'll say, are both kind of tugged, but it's fucking heavy. The horse is struggling a little here.
I imagine this would hurt me, as I am now essentially a link in this chain.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
actually gonna have you take one harm, because
have
ouchie your
armor.
arms. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Well, no, because you're in your
Yeah, I have one armor.
pantaloons.
Oh, you're right. My pantaloons.
Oh, damn.
Pantaloons.
Your pantaloons, you've had to strip.
The pantaloons
Okay,
are the
my
most
bad.
armored
I've
part.
taken 1 damage.
Okay.
That's where the armor is. Duh.
Oh, that's the dinner jib.
The
That's
armor
the
goes
armor.
over my pantaloons usually, so the pile of clothing I left is just like maid dress, maid apron, armor.
Chainmail.
Kevlar bodysuit.
Okay.
Rebecca's bulletproof vest.
How's everyone feeling?
I guess I grab onto the rope and I start pulling it to try and help the horse as best I can.
I'm gonna be real with you right now, Jebby. I feel like if you're pulling on that, the rope is then pulling you. I don't think there's much assistance.
Yeah.
Well,
to
I guess when we
provide.
say the horse is struggling, is it like reached the end of its pulling and it's
Yeah,
struggling
it's kind of
to
like when it's like tied to a fence.
okay,
You know that
okay.
visual? Like it's trying to like it when you're pulling out a fence, and like maybe I could pull the fence out if it gets a big like oomph, but it's kind of stuck.
Okay,
roll is
gotcha,
taut.
I'm grabbing and
gotcha.
pulling.
Taut. Yeah. Okay. Can you roll tough? I want to say would probably be reasonable.
I'm just imagining the rope going at full speed
Can I
as Jebby's
convince
like, I
you to
can
make
help.
it an act under pressure?
No,
help.
but you could convince me to have it be a help someone.
That's better. That's better than tough.
You can take that. You're helping the horse. You're helping pull the rope. You're assisting with someone.
Mixed success.
Ooh, look at-
And Sophie like kind of yell, not like put her head in the water, but like yell towards the water, like, "Come on, just come up."
Would this?
Like, kind of encourage him to, one, let her fucking go, and two, just, just
Be chill.
let them help. Be chill. Be cool. Be cool.
Would leave no one behind apply here? It says in combat. I'm not in combat, but I don't know if those
combat.
two are in combat. Okay.
This is combat.
When you help someone, roll plus sharp. Okay.
Okay, so Sophie, I'm gonna have, so you're yelling into the water to kind of try to reach, the fuck did I say his name was?
Gabriel.
Gabriel, that's what I thought. Okay, you're yelling to
Gabriel Sullivan, I think.
Gabriel, can you, hold on, let me look at all your stuff. Give me a second.
Did I make like drowning noises? Blub, blub,
Yeah,
blub,
you're
blub,
struggling,
blub,
dude.
blub, 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 blub.
Go ahead and roll charm, I suppose.
Alright. Got a 7?
Ooh,
It's
bad
not.
roll for you.
It's a little too far underwater.
I know.
He doesn't really know you. It's not seemingly. You can't see
Damn.
anything happening from there. Adelaide, you're still there. He's clutching onto you tight. And you can see the sort of, he's kind of coming up, like the rope maybe has enough strength. But then it gets kind of tugged against the arrow, and the other skeleton kind of yanks back down. Well.
Right, I feel like I'm just gonna grip my teeth. I'm
and
gonna pull my knife and I'm gonna jump into the water.
Well, I rolled an 8 on my leave no one behind, and on a 7 to 9, you choose you can either get them out or suffer no harm. I'm gonna choose get them out.
Well, what's your approach to trying to get them out?
Basically, further encourage him, William, by telling him, "Hey, I got this some good shit."
Okay, so you're encouraging the horse,
Get out of
awesome.
there.
And then a rat,
Yeah.
you're going in to help her?
Yeah.
That's the situation? Okay, so yeah. The horse, he's fucking tugging. It's almost there, man. He's going. We're gonna hold off on that 1 second so I can get, Rat, what? You're sinking down. What's the plan? What's the move?
I've got my holy knife out. And I'm actually gonna, because I'm prioritizing protecting Adelaide.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab at the little dickhead.
Little dickhead, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, dickhead.
So you do that, and between the tugging
You said
and
doo-doo.
the stabbing, wait. It lets go of Adelaide, and both you and you're kind of over Adelaide a bit, so both of you guys get like fucking yanked up out of the water. Big ol' splash. He's still down there, though you do notice when there's that tug and like that thing, there's kind of like a tight tug, and it seems to kind of move a little. It shifts off of you hear a snap of wood. We'll go with that. And
Really
so
fucking,
now,
I guess, launched onto shore.
well, yeah,
William.
yanked back up.
Gonna get fucking like road rash or whatever.
Rope burn on the hand. Does rope burn occur if
I
you're
mean, at
fucking
least
underwater?
I mean, it's probably grass that you're getting dragged upon.
Yeah.
Like, I guess there's probably like a lip that's mud to the moat, and then a bunch of grass. So instead, you're gonna be like absolutely filthy and
Fucking covered in mud.
covered in mud. Maybe a few little rocks in there.
You okay?
Are you tied to it, or are you just holding it?
I'm just holding the rope real good. So I guess I can drop it as soon as like I start getting dragged on the grass.
Drop it! Drop it!
Yeah, fucking horses.
I get dragged like a little bit and then I like drop the rope.
Okay.
And I'm like
Are you
coughing and
okay?
sputtering. I look like a drowned fucking rat. No offense, rat.
Mhm. Oh, all taken.
All taken.
I fucking told you.
I'm gonna help her stand up. I mean, on the bright side now, you're all covered up, so.
She just like
Okay.
glared. Like she slowly looks up to glare at him.
Do I see any movement in the water?
You do. There's still some kind of splashing, like ripples on the surface of if something under the water is moving around.
Is it just moving around, or is it approaching?
No, it's like it's seemingly from how the ripples are, it's probably still at the bottom there, but it's moving.
Maybe
Well.
we should get a second horse.
We don't own a second horse. Everyone else at the castle owns one, but I don't think they'd be too happy for us to take their horse.
You do hear some
Wouldn't be most
ghostly
helpful.
whispers from behind, just in the kind of air. Just come back.
I'm not fucking coming back. You tried to drown me. Wait.
There's no one around to actually yell at us. I assume you're like spinning in a fucking circle, arms out, yelling this.
We could just borrow a second horse. We're still
mean,
at
okay.
the castle.
Alternative solution. We take the armor up piece by piece instead of all in one go.
It's attached to a body. If you want to go down there and take the time to disassemble armor piece by piece while holding your breath that long, be my guest.
No, this is gonna be like a 2-hour-long trip-by-trip situation.
What if he holds you down like he held her down?
Well, we got the rope.
Well, that would be gambling of Adelaide's life.
Clearly, the rope went really well. You're alive.
I mean, indulging his request to hold Adelaide underwater.
How much do you value your life?
Who's that directed at?
Actually, that Trevor.
I feel like enough to make it this far, so that's pretty good.
Okay, do you think that you could dodge a crossbow bolt if it went through the water?
No, I'm slow as shit in the water.
Damn, okay.
Well, you're just gonna
Why?
crossbow him again?
Were you about
Sorry,
to
we
do
can't
the
get
same
you out, Ghost. Have
fucking
another
thing
one
your
through the
mother did?
chest.
Have you not
Like
learned your lessons for this whole fucking situation?
like mother, like daughter.
Like mother, like daughter, Jesus Christ.
I think I
Hold on,
understand why
Trevor,
he
let me
wants
cook.
you dead.
The book said that awakening old memories can calm down the ghost.
Not those ones.
Hey, you know those daggers and swords that kind of flew everywhere? They're lifting off the ground and kind of pointing towards the little huddle you two have here. Oh, that's
Wait.
not
Really wild question. Do we know who Adelaide's dad is?
in passing, sure.
Oh my god, it's him!
That was.
It's Gabriel.
I've not.
Adelaide's
No.
dad is unknown.
Unknown.
Okay, so it could be Gabriel.
Well done.
Yeah.
While they're arguing, Sophie's just kind of gonna crouch by the water and put her hand in.
Okay.
She gets fucking dragged
Did
in.
you say all the weapons?
Oh yeah, they're just kind of hovering and pointing. They're not doing anything right now, but they're just kind of hovering, pointing in that direction. They're not doing anything though. Yeah.
Threateningly.
Threateningly.
What do you suggest, Trevor? You knew more about my mother than I did. What should I do to give them ghosts some goddamn good memories then?
So Sophie, you're over here by the water.
Have you considered apologizing?
I didn't do it!
So through the
cool.
water, you can see a very similar sight to your dream of like its hand kind of reaching up towards you. It's flipped the other way. It's looking up. Its hand's reaching up to the water, but it's pretty far down. You can see that.
She's gonna like kind of lean forward to reach for him.
It's unfortunately way too deep, but go ahead and do that. And outside of the where the armor is, you can see kind of like the ghostly shape from before, kind of reaching past the armor. Like there's his hand, and then his the soul part of it kind of extends further, reaching towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what were you two arguing about over here? What's going on here?
I mean, has he said your name yet, or has he said your mother's? I think he might think you're your mother.
No, he just keeps pointing at me.
I think he's upset at you because you look like your mother.
Yeah, let me just go. Wait, what? Hold on, I need
What
to
I'm
look something
saying
up.
is, if you
No, hold on.
apologize,
I need
he'll
to look
think
something
it's
up for a
her.
joke.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, you guys keep arguing over there. You're not really paying attention over here. The ghostly hand
No,
keeps
we're absolutely
going.
not paying any
Yeah,
attention.
the ghostly
to
hand
this.
keeps going up,
I'm
and it
watching.
does grab around Sophie's hand, and it kind of cups them both hands, and then she gets pulled into. Whee!
We hear the splash.
Alright.
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
then.
splash. Oh shit, I lost her.
Adelaide's
I
no
run in.
hesitation leaps in.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm
fuck.
having trouble getting Sophie out of the
Underwater
fucking. I lost her in the thing.
I lost her in the briny
I
deep.
got her.
Okay, so yeah, okay, you guys can both be there. There's water, you guys know that. Okay, so through the. Oh, where are you looking
Like,
up,
as soon as
Cassy?
they heard the splash, Adelaide just, like, whipped her head and then no hesitation just leapt into the water.
So Sophie, you're getting
Trevor's
pulled.
just here like, I should go in, but at the same time, too many people flailing around in the water is probably not going to help anybody, so I'll just wait.
Sophie, can you please roll for act under pressure? You're gonna pull down
Yeah.
the ghost?
So what would that be again?
That's cool. Cool, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
14.
Holy shit!
You, are holding your breath wonderfully. What do you want to try to do with this situation? What's your...
So okay, set the scene for me again.
Okay,
How's
the scene,
body
you
and
are-
all that?
So, there's the the armor laying underneath you. There is a ghostly form of a man kind of holding on to your arm with both hands and kind of pulling you down, like he's kind of returning back to the same place where the armor is. And you're going down with him, being held on by that ghost getting dragged. And Adelaide is in the water now above you guys.
Okay.
She's swimming. She's approaching.
She's fucking going, man.
Can I grab the hand of the armor and just kind of, with my feeble child body try and pull it up?
Yeah, so you go down, because you're so cool, you're holding your breath perfectly, you go down with it at a nice smooth speed, and you kind of, and it was holding both your arms before, now both your arms are kind of holding his hand, and you're nice locked on, you got a good grippy there. But however, you are just... as amazing as that roll is, you are simply a child and cannot lift a full suit of armor. I'm sorry to break your heart.
With a
No,
corpse
I know.
and a second smaller corpse attached.
Oh, you do notice. Well, I'll throw you a bone because of that awesome roll. You do notice that the arrow that was attached between it and the second skeleton has snapped. So now that second skeleton is not attached.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Is there anything else attached to the suit of armor that I can cut free with my knife?
I mean, the whole suit of armor is strapped on like it would be a person. It's a little looser because most of the flesh is, of course, gone, and it's mostly just bone.
Yeah.
So there's those little leathery straps and stuff that are kind of just hovering together-ish around the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to try to remove some of those, you could do that. Or
I'm gonna
yank his skull off. I don't know.
I'm gonna try and cut some of the leather, because in the water the leather must have getting eaten a little bit by fishes and all
So
that.
your little magic knife, you're gonna go swinging that there?
Yeah.
Does the moat have fish in it?
Great question.
It's connected to a river, I believe.
Yeah,
according
it's
to the
connected to
website
the-
we got the castle from.
Yeah, so. Yeah,
Is it
sure.
the
So I'm
River
just gonna
Thames?
Hey,
I'm
can
just
you...
gonna cut at the leather.
Okay.
Roll free as many as I can while I'm down here.
Roll cool again.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oof. Okay, you're not really having any luck. If anything, you're...
Wait. I want to mention, I got a double 6, and now I have a double 1.
Damn! Oh shit, I didn't realize it's a double 1. You're fucked up. So as you're trying to cut it, your arm's getting honestly a little tangled between the sheets and stuff. It's really lodged in there. The metal's kind of scraping against your arm. You're really stuck in there, and you get a little freaky deakied out because oh shit, you're getting a little stuck. You maybe let out a little gasp of air. You're still have more breath. But... Yeah.
Adelaide, she swam down there. She literally immediately wraps her arms around Sophie and starts trying to pull her up.
Sure.
Roll help someone.
Do I get my cool extra bonus? Because
Yes,
of my
you
priorities?
do.
Yippee! Help someone is cool or tough?
Cool. Protect someone is tough.
Okay.
All right, you do that awesomely. So awesome that somehow the armor is not really scraping against Sophie, but it is. She's got a grip on maybe even the skeleton underneath a little because she was reaching into the armor, and you're kind of going up with it. You got some serious swim strength there, girly. So you're going
The power
up.
of
You're
our
not
Jack the princess.
You're not out yet, but it's going up towards the surface, towards the light. Anyone else?
Sweet.
Anyone else do anything?
I had dove in, but I imagine I was not as fast a swimmer as Adelaide.
Okay, so maybe you're meeting them like halfway. Maybe you're kind of with the level with them now. They've come up towards your level. Would you like to?
I guess I'll help. I'll
Alright.
help as best I can. Haul that bad boy up.
Roll a cool,
By that, I
please,
meant
or whatever you
Sophie.
do for help someone.
Loot that body now, loot that body, loot
Did you
that
tell me
motherfucker.
Sophie went in there when she said earlier she couldn't swim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't swim.
Well, she got pulled in there.
She got
Wait,
you.
now
Yeah, I
she's so
didn't-
wait, hold on. Did we just say
I
she
touched the
swam the
water.
fuck out super well?
Adelaide was swimming. She grabbed Sophie when
Oh,
swimming.
okay.
Yeah, no,
I
Sophie.
held my breath very well.
Sophie's just a chain link holding her breath. Really good.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're helping them, and you know what? Because we've been here a hot fucking minute now, you guys yank it over to the with the power of teamwork. Where is Authur? The power of teamwork.
On the garden terrace.
You're up.
Yay.
Yippee!
The water
In the
comes
water
back
back.
The water rushes back in. We don't need our X-ray vision anymore. And yeah, laying there. So you have this skeletal suit of armor thing here, and it's standing up kind of like a person, and just standing before you. What do you all do?
I crawl over to my reagents. And first of all, get a bunch of salt, and start to sprinkle a circle around it.
in. Just very slowly, very carefully, not to spook it.
Not to spook it. Okay.
Don't spook it, he's just a little guy.
It's fucking huge.
So as you're
Just
doing
those
that,
guy,
the
Your
suit does
Honor.
kind of just grab Adelaide by the shoulders and just like look at her. Adelaide.
Well, Trevor was wrong, I guess. Adelaide just kind of looks at it, and she's like, she's a little puzzled, but she nods. She's like, yeah.
You're
That's me.
grown.
Yeah, you would probably have known Gabriel, huh?
I think she. Oh yeah, if it was only 4 years ago, she would have been like. I would have had to. Yeah, she would have been like 15, 16-ish.
Yeah, it was like 4 years and some months.
Yeah. I have.
Mhm.
Your mother. That's all he says.
That's all he says. She doesn't know how to respond to that. She just kind of stands there.
Ghostly voices. I tried actually finding a fucking like voice changer thing to do cool ghostly voices, and I could not find any. So you guys just get this. I'm sorry, I failed you all.
Books, the ghost VTuber, doesn't have the cool ghosty.
I
effect.
tried so fucking hard.
Oh,
You got so far.
Wow. And in
We
the
have
end, it didn't even matter.
I know.
We have this.
Yeah, that's I like he goes to speak. That's all you hear.
just
She like
continuous.
looks at the ghost, and then she looks over at Arthur like, are you moving this along, buddy?
I'm like holding my religious texts, my crucifix, my rosary, and I'm looking at Adelaide like, dude, should I? Are you having a moment? That's what my look conveys.
Adelaide, like, she pats the ghost's shoulder and tries to, like, back away.
Trevor and Sophie, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
just
just
watching
sitting
this,
here.
frankly.
All right, fucking dinner and a show.
I'll answer the question I think the ghost is asking. Her mother's missing or dead. We're not sure.
What a thing to say in front of the woman's daughter.
You know!
I know,
This
but
isn't a
it's so
surprise to you!
You don't know what, like, if Adelaide's in disbelief about her being, like, dead, maybe
That's why I
Adelaide's
said
very adamant on
missing or dead.
Yeah, but the or dead part is rude.
You can't just say or dead.
Or dead.
And so, Rob, would you say Arthur's maybe starting his little incantation?
Yeah, he's like
Incantation.
thumbed through. He's got to the page. His lips are moving, but he is kind of like holding off a bit to see if this does anything.
I'm actually gonna need you to roll weird, for me.
Oh,
Our first
okay,
weird of this.
I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, we
dude.
haven't had any weirds yet, so I'm like, oh shit, let's get some weird in here.
Let's get some weird in here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
It's,
Freaky.
it's going slow. He's
Yeah,
kind of
freaky,
slumping
freaky,
over.
freaky.
He's remaining chill, at least, you know. Chill ghost. He kind of lets his hands
Chill
off.
ghost, chill
Adelaide.
ghost.
Next towards Trevor. Very for a brief fucking second looks at Arthur. He doesn't know him though. He keeps turning.
Don't look at me. I'm a
Is that
rebel.
dude?
Again, looks towards Sophie. She's-
Who's that nerd?
I am gonna try and say one thing
Oh.
of. Do you know what happened to Amelia? Did you see her on the other side, or
Hmm.
do you know what happened that night?
No other side. Just
Oh fuck!
water.
Shit.
Oh!
God, he's a ghost. The ghost is still. The ghost soul is here, guys. That's how ghosts
No
work.
other
Yeah.
side. I mean,
No,
I'm
the
taking-
side.
No,
Ghost
the
has
side.
confirmed heaven doesn't exist.
to be fair, He hasn't been around for 4
water.
years. Maybe he was in there, popped back down.
That's true. Water.
Pop back down.
Cold. Deep.
Did he say cold?
Cold.
Did you see anything that night that she disappeared from the moat? I don't fucking know what you do.
He just kind of looks at Trevor again. Slumps the head down. Protect each other. Trevor.
We'll do our best.
Adelaide. And then, can you roll weird one more time for me, Rat?
My pleasure.
I would hate for this to be a fucking horrific roll, but it would be a little funny. So that's why
I'll-
I'm
I'll
give him a little.
Very funny.
I'll give him a little parting message of being like, we'll make sure you make it to the other side this time.
Oh, and your words are amazing. You're a sweet talker. His entire suit of armor, everything, the ghostly glow that it was kind of emitting, it all vanishes at once and just slumps over to the ground. Whoosh. No more ghostly noises, nothing. Feels chill again. It feels cool.
Cool. So do we want to take this to your armory, or what do we want to do with the armor?
There's still a corpse in there.
We'll clean that out.
It feels so
Should-
bad for him.
Should we bury it? Should we dig a grave?
Where?
I'd say we burn it, but it's a little waterlogged.
Yeah. Well, it's also fucking metal.
Metal and bone, what are you gonna burn? Maybe a little chunks of flesh attached still.
You got a shovel, Trevor?
God, that'd be funny if we dumped it back in the moat.
What is wrong with you?
Well, we left it there for a reason, which was couldn't fucking get it out.
Fucking
Well,
get it out.
yeah, no. He wanted his body out. Go get a shovel now!
Just pops back down from
We're
the
not gonna
alcove.
fucking bury it right here.
So we're gonna start like hitting Trevor's chest, like, what is wrong with you?
There's like 100 acres of woods that the royals use for hunting. We're gonna bury it there.
Well, that seems somewhat disrespectful.
I'm sorry. Do you have a more respectful thing to do
That's
besides
okay.
dumping it in the moat?
I mean, you could take it to the fucking graveyard in town.
I'm not hauling it. Have fun with William.
Oh, this was exactly my thought.
I'm gonna go get
Why
changed.
are we finding some arbitrary middle ground?
What?
Oh, yeah, Sophie's...
Well, if we were to go to a graveyard, we'd have to like declare the corpse. That could be awkward.
That's what I'm
I'm
fucking
gonna go tell the
saying.
queen we found a body.
It's either a situation where we fucking do it right or we don't. Why are we trying to find a middle ground here? If we're not gonna do it right, then why the fuck bother?
Because a grave in the woods is better than back in the moat.
Sophie, do you want to go sneak away? I'm just kidding. It sounds like you're trying.
Yeah, she's gonna go try and find the queen.
Oh, God. No way.
I
Are you going to
I
change
do
first?
think Sophie may have had the best idea here.
No.
Oh, God. Okay, where's the fuck...
Castle dripping fucking wet. Hey, queen, we found corpse.
God, where the fuck
I
is
found
Also,
a
you're
Sophie?
both-
body.
Are they both covered in mud too? They're like the two women are wet and covered in mud. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck the queen would be.
I'm a little waterlogged and mucky too.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Trevor's good.
That's why you're going to hold the body to the graveyard. Great, I'm glad we solved that. And Adelaide just starts, she walks over to her pile of, like, fucking clothes and armor.
Mm.
Oh, actually, she has to go grab her
Brown
fucking...
rat.
There were weapons pointed at them. What happened? when
Oh, those all just
appeared?
dropped to the floor. They didn't stop pointing until he just kind of slumped, but then they're gone. They never did anything.
Okay, she's
Yeah.
picking up her, like,
I'm
knife
gonna
and her
collect
sword
those.
and... etc.
God.
I wonder if I had some kind of personal vendetta that made it strip your weapons and not mine.
I
I think
wonder.
he just didn't care about you.
Don't
Always
mind me, I'm looking through every
advantageous.
room trying to think where I can put the fucking queen.
Frankly, I think he didn't know who you were.
To be honest, that makes sense.
Kind of surprised he knew who Sophie was. She's not like a princess from here.
Right, she's from another country. What the fuck?
Sophie, as a little princess, you do know, where the queen would be hanging out. She tends to spend her time sometimes in the drawing room. That's the kind of living room for royals. So if you want to go there, come talk to her.
The royal living room.
In the royal living room. And wow, you're
It's where they draw pictures.
It's actually just for their lounge. Sophie, dear, what happened to you?
A ghost pulled me into the moat.
Adelaide's like wringing her fucking braid out right now.
The queen just stares blinking. Were you alone?
No. We got them out of the moat.
Where
and
are
now
the
we want to
others?
know what to do with the body. By the moat. And she like points towards the garden terrace. They're by the moat with the body.
Sophie's
1
gonna
second.
get them fucking
Oh,
fired
so
one
she-
of these days.
Wait there, please. She's gonna walk out. And in is gonna
Sit by the fireplace.
warming up a little.
Dry off.
In comes one of the queen's personal knights coming back in. We're going to the moat right now. Come on.
Okay.
So it's just yeah, you guys are.
The guards know about the supernatural stuff, right?
Yes, those two do. You can turn to them for like mission shit. They
Adelaide,
know the
like,
same
as
shit
they
you
come
guys
out,
do.
Adelaide is very quickly just kind of throwing her dress back on over her wet undergarments because she needs to hide her fucking weapons that are strapped to her legs again.
Okay, and so this knight walks out. You let the princess get pulled into a moat! One
My
job for
apologies,
all of
Your
you!
Majesty.
One damn job!
We pulled her out.
I can see that!
Their fault.
They're just fucking doing shit, bud.
Towards the ghost.
Sophie, don't say anything else right now. Please.
Can I go get changed? I'm wet.
Yes,
That's
go.
what she said.
Go get Trevor! That's the song character.
No, that was not Trevor's voice.
Yeah, I know. Wait, that is the
It was
video.
not
Go,
Trevor.
Yeah.
go get changed. And you three better have a great explanation for what happened here, so I may give it to our queen, lest all of you want to be fired and gone from the castle.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I was out here doing some real fucking work and not being a little lapdog, so my
Yeah! Hey, let's roll a charm. Not for charming them, but for how angry they will be. Please roll a charm.
Here we go, baby.
Amazing. So, Jane here. She approaches you. And she does have kind of those like nice armored like little gauntlet things on, you know, they protect your hands. And just absolutely fucking bitch slaps you across the face. Can you take a harm, please? No armor, it's on your face. Just take a harm.
Worth it.
Don't you ever speak about us like that again. Do you understand?
Absolutely not, sir.
This is a woman. Would you like to know that first? Or would you
Absolutely not, ma'am.
Okay, I was like, how much?
How offended do you want her to be?
Frankly, ma'am, I don't answer to you. I answer to the queen, so.
Okay, so she's going to grab your hair kind of by there. I don't know if you want to react to that or just kind of let that be, and try to pull you forward. Would you like to let that happen? Okay. And just kind of forehead near forehead, just then you better start acting like it. And just kind of toss
apologize
you to
for
the side.
his decorum.
She's kind of hot.
Would.
I apologize for his decorum. The spirit we were dealing with had a personal vendetta towards Trevor and Adelaide.
So you let Sophie go?
It was an old colleague and it had a duty to the crown. It only sought to protect Sophie, and that allowed us to exercise the spirit.
Also, frankly, I would like to say it's really fucking hard to keep track of somebody who technically outranks us and can tell us what to do.
I kind of rubbing the temple. The classic stuff.
Adelaide does like a slight like little maid curtsy, and she's like, "My apologies. We were preoccupied, and the ghost dragged Sophie into the moat. I dove in as quickly as I could."
Sophie was not dragged there being dramatic. Sophie was in no danger from the spirit. It only sought to protect her. And Sophie's actions allowed us to calm the spirit and exercise it.
Hey, let out a real deep sigh. Just, she better not get sick from this, or you will all be hearing about it.
I will prepare a
Storms
cup
back
of warm tea once I am dry.
We want to check in on Sophie. You're going to go get changed?
Yeah, I'm gonna get changed.
As soon as that guard leaves, Trevor's like, fucking hate those two.
Hey, so waiting. So yours on the second floor. Waiting on the first floor staircase. Is your lovely betrothed? Where's hold on? Fucking bedroom. Any tokens left up here? Okay,
This is like a drawing of the castle from Sophie's diary.
Yeah.
Sophie, I saw some of what was going on out there. Are you okay?
He did see the maid. Trevor was right.
He's kind of grabbing her hands, holding them, looking up at her. She's soaking wet. What happened? What happened?
Well, there was a ghost of a previous servant. He was stuck in the moat, so they wanted to kill him, but I said, no, he's friendly. So we went to the moat, and they tried to get him out, but they couldn't. So I reached out to him, and he pulled me into the water, but then Adelaide got me back out of the water, and we pulled him out, and now he's free.
Oh god, she dragged Adelaide into this!
Once again, he's a little stunned.
I bump past him and say, hey, maybe not in the corridor. Jesus.
Where the young princess is probably able to hear this in her room.
She's got her like ear to the door, like the fuck.
I don't understand why you're doing these sort of things.
Guys, it's the 1880s. We can say it was hysteria. She's just having women madness.
You're
She's
so
just
right.
a little hysteric. I'm fine.
It's a blanket for any time a woman says anything. You can just dismiss it with that in the 1880s.
You're so right.
Hang on, let me check my collection. I might have a tool to deal with that.
No!
Oh no.
You know, I'm not quite sure either, but I had a dream about him.
Sophie.
That was the dream I was telling you about.
Oh. Kinda seems in thought, looks to the side. Just please stay safe with all this, and if you could let me know about these things, your adventures, I would appreciate
I
that.
will. As long as you promise to never tell your mother. I was not supposed to let you know.
Grandmother.
Right, sorry.
Yes, please don't let her know about any of this. I'll see you. You can walk back. You can go back. You can go. So, what are all you guys closing? She's changing. Just if you want to just summarize the body situation, I won't force you all to tile by tile drag it.
I think Adelaide would eventually fucking give in and just dump it back in the moat.
No, I was gonna bring it to the graveyard.
Oh, okay.
And
That works. Drag it with William.
The boat. He's just a little guy.
He was a big guy. He was a pretty big guy.
Your Honor, he's just a little fella.
I imagine Trevor probably knows the gravedigger at this point.
How many of his friends he's had to put in the dirt?
And just probably how many supernatural occurrences have happened at the graveyard.
So true.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I imagine that's not an infrequent location
Adelaide
for this kind of stuff.
Adelaide is letting Trevor do that so that she can go fucking change out of her wet pantaloons.
Pantaloons.
I find Sophie, I pat them on the shoulder, and I say, boy, 2 weeks, 2 monsters. I wonder what the monster of the week will be next time.
Roll credits! Credit!
Trevor does want to have a conversation with Sophie, though. A somewhat serious one.
Oh, we can do that. We can have our, where would you like to meet her at?
How about just the basement area?
Oh, should we go back to the
Like,
hotel
get
room?
Can Adelaide get in on this because she promised to take Sophie tea?
Okay. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
say
I just
after the
imagine-
burial and the change of clothes and everything, you all tend to go to this little room to that's not the right room. That's not the right room. That's not the right room.
Oh, what's-
Bar?
That's not the right room.
We go to the bar, discuss it in public.
Oh my god, hold on.
Okay, Mickey D. Donald's.
Trevor's there for a real serious conversation, and he sees Arthur drop the monster of the week and laugh, and then Trevor's like, "This is fucking serious."
I was like, what the fuck, guys?
Okay, so yeah, after burial and change of clothes, you all decide to reconvene here, as seems to be habit.
I have an eye patch.
Yeah, you
Adelaide
have
has a tray of tea with sugar and cream, no honey. We fucked up the honey.
no
We fucked
honey.
up the honey.
Honey fucked up.
Sophie, we do have to talk about you telling the prince about all this shit, okay?
He
I
promised
know
not to
that-
tell anyone else.
I don't give a shit about that.
You
I
swear
know-
a lot.
Yeah, I fucking do. I know you probably don't think it at the time, especially considering how, frankly, successful we've been these past 2 weeks. But this shit's fucking dangerous, okay? The more people know about it, this stuff, it has a way of following you. And the more people you bring into this circle, that's the more people that are going to be followed by this type of stuff. Now that the prince is aware of the supernatural has a way of being aware of him now. Him knowing about this puts him in danger. I need you to understand that. Any
Adelaide,
person
like,
you
as
tell
she
about
brings
this
the
stuff-
tea, she's like, "There's a reason my mother trained me from when I was young." She like gives them their
And-
teacups.
And as another example, the reason why this spirit didn't harm me at all is because I had no connection to it. Whereas the more people we connect to supernatural, the more people can get hurt.
Well, then why did you tell me about all this?
I fucking didn't.
Motherfucker, you walked in!
Because
You followed us in town!
because
Talking to
Sophie,
you.
you were a child of prophecy. And although the skills you've displayed are not exactly what I expected when I decided to train you, they've been effective, especially today.
I don't understand.
I've come across a prophecy.
Would you like to get out your book of prophecy?
Yeah, I'll get out my book of prophecy.
Okay, please go over to this lovely little locked room in the dark, and you can go.
Oh, what?
Out. You can come out.
My fucking
You
pirate
fucking-
thing I was drawing on.
It's back. He's back with the book.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I slot myself into the bandana.
Why is he a pirate?
He is a
I was-
pie rat.
I was trying to draw nerd glasses on him and I fucked up, so I just turned into an eye patch.
Okay.
This is a strange book found in my heaven, according to my text, titled "The Exit Key." Inside, handwritten, is the following: "Staying forever is no great fate. You can follow this if it's not too late. The dark roots of corruption spread through its veins, eating life and mangling the remains. Remove the weeds, cut them down, tear the hole with what truth can be found. Open the door to close the path. Careful now, for the princess will be the last."
What?
That was a good reading, though, Jeb.
That was a very good reading.
Ooh, shivers.
I don't know what any of that means.
You can't read.
Well, I fucking heard him say it out loud.
The prophecy, I'm sure, will become more clear in time, but the most important thing is that the princess is prepared and ready for whatever can be thrown at her. That's why I give her throwing knives.
Okay, I don't follow the leap in logic there I need you to be prepared at all times. Take some little throwing daggers. I mean, we've got guns.
I don't.
Okay, well, you're special.
Thank you.
You're special.
I understand the need for subtlety in these matters.
There's actually just
Throwing knives
laws
does
that
make
women can't have guns
less
in this country.
God,
Also
sexism wins
possible.
again.
So, that's my reasoning. That's my connection to this whole sordid affair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sophie, I also need you to understand why it is incredibly important we do not tell people about this stuff.
But I've only told one person, and I can't hide anything from him. He's smart.
But how many
You
will
were
he tell?
literally instructed not to tell him anything.
It's
By
too
Her
late for that
Majesty.
now.
It is.
Sophie, how many people will he tell? Because yes, he promised, but you also promised.
You also promised. So a promise clearly don't mean shit.
Elementary school classroom.
Well, he's
Perhaps
a
I
lot
can-
smarter than I am, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Perhaps I can find a spell to erase memories and we can
Oh my God,
pretend this never happened.
That doesn't seem safe.
you're going to Disneyland.
Maybe.
All I'm saying is
Disneyland.
informing the prince of this line of work actively puts him in danger. And I do not think he is physically equipped to deal with any of the stuff we've dealt with so far.
Mhm.
It's not as.
Just
It's not as
trust
not
me
as
when I
strong
say
as
that
me.
bringing loved ones into this line of work doesn't end well. Okay?
That's why you don't have any love.
Yes.
Ooh.
Trevor,
Ooh.
God, you
Ooh.
struck such a fucking nerve with him.
Ooh.
He's he's fucked around with people before. He looks angry with you right now.
She's not
he's
looking at us. She's looking at the floor.
He's just gonna leave.
Probably for the best. It's either that or probably strike the princess. So
He is going
Yeah.
to leave.
And Adelaide would have to fight you if you struck the princess.
Yeah, he's just gonna leave.
Well, Adelaide is a loved one who was brought into this.
Yes, and I lost my mother for it. Well, I lost my mother before it. I was only brought into it once she was gone.
Just saying, if you weren't brought into it, who knows what could have happened today?
It's my honor to fight, but the less people who know about this, the better. And she sets the tea tray down so they can enjoy more tea, but she leaves.
There is wisdom in their words, Sophie. Obviously, I'll do what I can
Thanks.
to protect you and prepare you, and I'm at your command, at your disposal. But there is wisdom in their words.